I need to go to No Jumper to put another on a t-shirt.
Facts don't matter all the time.
So then what was wrong with her point?
The way you audition at No Jumper just tells me everything.
I don't want to say crabs in a bucket, but it's kind of like, you know what I mean? There can only be enough room for one.
It didn't feel black heavy. It was a lot of trailer trash up there too.
Let's put some money up. Let's put some money up. It ain't influential, nigga.
He's the upper echelon of
Google Walt Disney bad and just see what pops up.
How much do you know, America? How many amendments make up the Bill of Rights?
Stand on her own for the next couple weeks. It won't take months. The internet will break her. They'll fold.
Brandon needs to have this convo somewhere else. He is talking to a bunch of junkies and sex addicts.
Okay, so Brandon.
And T-Row didn't really have a comeback for that. He was like, hey, well, look. Look.
Did you read that on Reddit, my like?
Yeah, or was that just word of mouth? Beat them, people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast. You see, it's the pod about your favorite pod. I'm your classmate, Tone Groove.
J Noblez. What's your name, man?
AJ the Menace.
You know it. White man on the boards.
Yeah.
We here in the building. Shout out to F-Mac. He's somewhere else better.
Yeah, he vacationing.
Hopefully with a woman. But y'all back. We back. Like the video. Share. Subscribe. Make sure you comment down below your hashtag office hours. Partner to the end of the show. We get to answer some of y'all questions and shit. But make sure y'all do that. And yeah, appreciate all the love that y'all been showing. Keep doing it. We only got a couple office hours, so
yeah, make
sure y'all do better next week.
There's really only two. We got some.
Might have to get my dog on you.
Is it only those two, or we got some in the DM?
Just two.
Damn.
Just two, but hey man, we gonna make it rock. It was a point in time we had 0.
Yeah, and then we came from that.
Now look at us.
We bounced around.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we falling off. We still alive though.
But another thing. We haven't been shouting out the Reddit. We also haven't been pushing the Reddit. Yeah. But we have that too. We need to do a better job about that. And all the people in the Discord showing love. Appreciate y'all.
And the $5 Patreon. I feel like nobody said those words.
Yes.
Like, when's the last time we said those words in a row?
I think you're the only one that said it.
I feel like I'm the only one.
Well, I want to say it too. We have a $5 Patreon. Please check it out. Yeah. Recorded some super hot fire before we started this episode. But
super hot fire.
Super.
Yeah, so there's not going to be too much this episode. It'll be kind of a quick one. Happy Father's Day as well.
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
To all the niggas with kids. And I hope your baby mama posted positively about you if you're not married.
Happy Father's Day to your father, too.
Happy Father's Day to yours as well.
I saw this post and it was like, Happy Father's Day.
I see your father more recently than mine.
Yes. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers that aren't fuck niggas. I was like, man, this would never fly on Mother's Day. Yeah. Like, just say Happy Mother's Day.
I think it might fly.
So the mothers
on Facebook
to all the mothers who ain't bum bitches.
Yeah,
because there is some dudes who have some ain't shit moms.
Oh, there's
for sure. And
there's a million of them.
And it's a lot of white ones too. I was with my last job working with this white dude. He said his mom wasn't shit.
Word.
Like his mom.
His mom was.
Well, Eminem was a staple for us.
His dad literally had to get them, and they had to sneak out in the middle of the night because she was just that bad. Like damn,
straight out of a movie.
It's a lot of people.
Trailer park.
It's a lot of people who should be taken, but it's hard to get. It's hard to legally take kids from mothers.
Really? Tyler Perry movies make it seem real easy.
They make it seem easy. It's not that easy because I've dated a couple social workers and they get like they can go there on a home visit. And she could be like heating up the crack pipe, but if she didn't smoke it, it's like it's not enough.
Yeah.
Like even if there's crack smoke lingering, it's still not enough. Like no matter how bad it is,
secondhand.
It's not as easy as you would think.
Damn.
Which is kind of crazy.
That just goes to show how bad you gotta be to actually get your kids to.
Oh, yes. You have to be a real monster for real. Yeah. Like, and you had to have continuously getting caught.
Yeah.
But you got to be a true monster as a woman to lose your kids.
Yeah.
Unless you gave them up. Most aren't giving them up though.
Yeah. And if they do, they take them to like the firefighters and shit. Leave them on the doorstep.
And it is probably more shitty fathers, maybe. And moms, like there are a lot of bad moms, but for the most part,
what classifies as a shitty father?
One that leaves.
It takes a lot less, I think.
Right.
It takes a lot less. Because if you just don't see your child, you're already a shitty father. To a certain degree. But even if you're
layers to it,
but we could look at the nigga who stayed, gets drunk and beats everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, so
it's layers to it, but you're still a bad father in both.
He might not be that bad too, especially if he was trying to get away from the terrible bitch.
Yes.
And there was no choice.
But to drink and beat everybody up.
Yeah.
If you wanted to stay or wait for your kid to get old enough and be like, hey, look, let me tell you why I wasn't around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your mom sucked.
So you take the shitty father for 18 years or however long and then try to double back. You know, you had to do what was best for you.
I mean, it all depends. Like,
yeah, you can't raise a son when you're depressed.
I mean, you can. A lot of people do.
It's hard though.
Everybody's raising their kids.
Everybody's raising their kids
depressed.
Every parent is
Really
depressed.
depressed.
Yeah,
Probably.
dead ass.
I'm pretty sure. I don't have a kid, and I'm
okay with saying majority.
It's some happy families.
No,
It's some happy families, bro.
I forgot what we was talking about. We might have been on
y'all
stream.
are around just a lot of like fucked up individuals. But
I know
real
a couple happy
huxtable
families. There's not that many though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know more. Well, if your home is broken, it's like that's another thing. Are we automatically you're not even in the happy family category.
But what if you got a stepmom? Like, what if you got a new situation? You can be happy in that.
Yeah, that would probably be a happy
what I
thing,
mean?
but I don't know.
But a lot of happy
Like
families are just happy families on paper.
Right. I see a lot
Exactly.
more single parents.
Yeah, like on paper, like you consider
Single
a happy
parents don't
family.
classify as happy families.
Exactly.
No,
Right?
Even though
not
they
even a
can
happy
be.
parent.
Is what they say.
I don't know if you can.
It can.
It could be a great situation. It could be happy, but you don't have the family.
Well,
You
it
do?
depends because when you think single mother, you think the worst. Like she don't have enough money to pay for all the kids. But if it's like a rich single mom, that might be better, especially if the dad
She might not
was
even be
an asshole.
around. The Mima or the nanny might be raising them.
But there's
That's what I'm
co-parenting
saying.
that
Might
works
be,
too, though.
but
How many rich?
yeah, there's
moms
I've
are
definitely
there?
seen a lot of good co-parents.
Yeah, there's
situations.
co-parenting that works.
Kanye and Anthony got a rich mom.
But it's like they're well past like year 5 or 6. Like
Yeah,
But it takes
niggas
none-
went through the worst already. Like
most times.
the smooth co-parenting situation I've seen, they
Yeah.
definitely had their fair share of hell.
But it takes nothing to be a bad father. You just got
Yeah, it takes nothing just not be there, and I don't know. It doesn't take much to be a bad guy.
yeah.
I haven't heard from him in a
generally,
while, but shout out A. Brown. He seemed like he was in year 2 or 3.
Hey, Brown, how is that
Brown started watching
situation?
us, he was on that Charles.
How
Barkley
is
thing.
that situation? Because he
Yeah.
was like mid-battle, and he was in that 2 to 3 years of like,
Yeah.
we need
Crazy.
a
Shit
we need
going
a
left.
progress report on that.
Yeah, I don't think he's.
I hope nothing.
I haven't seen him comment.
I hope nothing bad happened to her.
Come on, bro.
Hey, it was a little late.
Yo, yeah, if you know, you know. He couldn't
Yeah.
stand it. Remember, he was waiting for niggas to go in on it.
Yeah.
he was like, y'all could go in on this.
Because we didn't go in on her out of respect.
Right, and he was like,
He was
nah,
like,
nah,
what the
nah, nah.
fuck?
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I remember it was 1 or 2 times I caught him in the live chat going crazy too.
Going crazy on him.
I said, damn.
And he used to always be walking. I wonder if he was just pacing right out front of her house,
Man, he was trying to blow off energy
just trying to threaten her.
Blow the steam off.
on the way to her.
But yeah, let's get into this good watch. This is old. No. Good watch for this week. It's an old resurfaced clip of Marc Lamont Hill getting pepper sprayed. Just because anytime you get pepper sprayed, it's kind of funny. It's like it's one of the most inconvenience. It works so well, just overall.
Especially,
terrible.
This was odd.
especially the irony of this is who he's fighting for.
Right.
Just bit him, just slapped him in the face.
The people.
The people.
The people.
No, the black woman.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
The black
Yeah,
woman.
he went to touch their hearts and they attacked him for
They
it.
sprayed him.
You get what
So
I'm
he
saying?
said we'll read the tweet after, but we'll watch this first.
All right.
Because my family is absolutely connected.
Her voice is kind of low. It gets louder later, but it's
Thank you so much for helping him. However, I know that it's been brought to your attention kind of recently about basically what is going on in regards to the CIA. So what I mean by that is basically, about the sexual abuse that encountered.
That you encountered?
Yes, that I had encountered.
No, I've never met you before.
So you don't know about the sexual abuse that encountered?
I'm going to ask you to take a step back, please.
Yeah, you are.
He mounted her.
This woman's broken into the store and vandalized me. That's how this camera. Yeah, I've never met this woman before. You have the video, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call the cops. Yeah, fine. I saw it coming. That's what I'm saying. Get Jesse. Thank you. I just got to get up. Get up.
Someone get my stuff.
Let's just walk out.
This is hilarious.
that lady with
you
the
saw
water
it?
at the end.
You see he fought his urge to kick her though.
Well,
No, he was
I
trying
think he was
to
gonna
kick
kick
the
the
pepper
pepper
spray.
spray out of hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I thought the exact same thing when I
I
first
was
watched
like,
it.
I said he had a
was
little,
like,
he had a little flashback. I kicked this bitch right now.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
that was just the pepper spray trying.
But he's definitely a lot smarter than he is athletic. He ain't really, his dismount was kind of poor.
Well, it's
see that?
he didn't want to believe a queen would do this to him.
But look, she even held it for a couple seconds in his face. She didn't even spray, just like bow.
I don't know. It was up and spraying pretty.
Yo, you see that line?
She missed,
Perfect.
but it's
No, that's all you need.
area,
But
though.
the spray
'Cause
is
it'll miss out.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
mist is crazy.
That's all you
It's the
need.
pathogens that's all around it.
I got caught up in compilations of pepper spray one time on YouTube on YouTube
Some
Shorts.
hilarious ones, man.
But it also had me fearful because like road rage situations, niggas jumping out the car and pepper spraying the car.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I was like, I never thought of that. You can't run nowhere, you know what I mean? So like if your window's cracking and a nigga like runs up to your windshield,
And pepper sprays the windshield.
or not your windshield, like your window, and pepper sprays in the cabin, everybody in there is fucked.
Yeah, you hit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Pepper spray is effective too, man.
As fuck.
Pepper spray is
it's super effective.
Clear some shit out.
It'll clear your sinuses. It'll clear your vision.
I do think good on Mark, man. Because he didn't he say, hey man, don't call the cops. We don't need to call the cops.
He did.
And
what was her?
he's keeping it real.
What was her whole point though? Because she was saying something about like the CIA and what happened to her. She was abused.
I think that's why he
what
said.
did that have to do
That's
with
why he
him?
said, "Come over here," because her point wasn't even connecting.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, this is about to, it's going haywire.
He's about to stomp her out.
He said, come over here. Nah, man. Shout out to Mark, man. Nothing like this should ever happen to a person like him.
Nigga, security is wearing
To a person like him.
To a person like him.
What did he? Let me see that tweet. Yeah, look like he was about to kick the shit out of her.
Nah, man.
Yeah, he was trying to get that pepper.
He's
spray
on
up out of
camera.
there.
He's not crazy.
He even immediately said, yo, this woman came in here and vandalized.
Yeah.
I don't know her. He got right to it.
All right. Come
Somebody
on,
gonna read
reader.
it? Somebody gonna read
Come
it?
on, good reader.
Oh my God.
I'm about to say you volunteered for this role.
Because y'all suck. I'm fine, everyone. The video of me being pepper sprayed was from January 2024. At the time, the attacker believed that I was part of a conspiracy along with the CIA. How you say their name? 𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃 𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃 and the president to cover up traumatic events from my childhood.
Oh.
Since then, after refusing to press charges, I have worked with the family and community members to enable a restorative process. Through the process, I have learned that she did indeed suffer significant childhood abuse as well as serious mental health challenges that continue to this day. Instead of criminal prosecution, I have done my best to make sure that she receives social and mental health support to help her heal as best as possible. And this was like a couple days ago. So January
No, it
22.
was this happened in 2024. I think.
No, I'm talking about the
Oh,
tweet.
talking about this tweet.
Yeah, when it
Yeah,
got
yeah,
sent
yeah,
out.
yeah,
Yeah. But
There was a conspiracy theory.
like how did that even get legs?
Yeah.
Like, how did it get that many legs to where she pulled up to one of his speaking engagements?
Yeah, Mark. Like how does somebody connect you to Mamiya Abu-Jamal?
She thought that she thought the CIA and the president and him were covering up traumatic events from her childhood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is very
Like niggas linked up but that's crazy people shit.
But she was saying that she was CIA. Something along those lines, allegedly.
But she thought Marc Lamont Hill and the president had personal time to take to be like, let's make sure that we continue
let's
that.
make sure the story
But she's
doesn't
crazy.
get
This is
Yeah.
crazy people
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah. Because
So yeah, it makes sense. She's fully mentally ill.
And how would pepper spraying them be justice? That's not
Exactly.
enough
Well, you're an
for what
abuser.
what allegedly
Or one of the
happened to
people
you.
that's stopping you from getting just. I mean, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
You attack the person that's attacking you, essentially.
This is fucking crazy.
And then she got
She got-
taken down by a nigga in a scarf and a cashmere sweater.
Yo, he hit her perfectly though.
Yeah.
I kind of wish that stage wasn't there.
Nah, that stage hurt her more.
Yeah.
Look at that.
He hit her
Boom.
with the shoulder and then bow. And then he gave her another one. You see that?
Yeah. And I think his elbow
God damn.
is on her head.
And Mark almost got hit. Mark almost got hit.
Nah, he got hit.
He didn't get up out of there clean enough.
Trying to find where that fucking curtain splits in a panic is.
Yeah, nah. Yo,
Falling into the curtain. Yeah, that's crazy. Now you
I like
blind
a-
too.
Yeah, and
Both
you're
ways.
blind on top of that.
I like how fast he came back out on stage, though.
damn.
Yeah, this is just entertaining. And then I watched some pepper spray videos after that and had a good time with it.
But it just goes to show that, Marc Lamont Hill is undefeated.
Yeah.
Like, you literally can't get this nigga.
Yeah.
You can't debate him. You can't pepper spray him.
Yeah, he took that pepper spray like a G. Oh my! Have y'all ever been pepper sprayed?
No, but I've actually
Been like maced?
I keep bringing it up to this one nigga at work though. He offered me $1,000 one time. I said, "Hey, look, man, you still want to give me that 1,000?"
Yeah, that's too easy of money.
What's up, man?
I'll do that right now.
I wouldn't mind.
Yo.
$1,000?
You do that now?
Yeah, why haven't
Give
y'all
me
done it
cash,
yet?
yeah.
What about 500?
I'll do it for $5. There's a hose right there. I'll do it for $5.
Yeah.
Give it to me right now. Got some pepper spray in the house.
What about 250?
Yeah, what'd you do for 250?
You don't do it. That's crazy.
Maybe at the end of the day. Like, I'm
Really?
busy. Like, I still got shit to do today.
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah,
I got you.
perfect, JJ. Perfect.
All right.
You gonna see?
All right. Melyssa Ford from the Joe Budden podcast is receiving backlash for her opinions on DDG and Haley Bailey situation.
Goodness, great.
There you go.
You should just told me. I would have said it, but nah. So she is receiving backlash for her comments.
Because she kind of crashed out on her stance, right?
Yes. Well, and we're gonna go through it to what she said in the beginning, and then what she said yesterday, I believe, or whatever their last recording was. But yes, she basically was like, I don't really need to hear the facts right now. Just nothing else really matters. She's going through PPD, postpartum depression.
Yeah.
And she's
Wait.
kind of making it.
How old?
She wasn't even trying to make points. Like, she was genuinely just making excuses.
She knew what she felt, and that's all it was. She just had to articulate that.
So yeah, just the top one. And is that top one? Yeah, 439.
I'm gonna look up postpartum just because I thought that was like right after the baby was born for like a couple months.
Nah,
I mean,
it can
I'm-
last up to a
it can
year.
last up. Yeah, it can
Okay,
last up.
okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
past that time, but yeah.
Is their baby more than I thought their baby was like 3 or 4 or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
But this stuff was like from a while back too.
Oh, got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the history of it. Okay.
yeah,
I got you.
yeah. So
My stance is he comes off as being so fucking wildly stressful to deal with after you've just had a baby. I'm standing 10 toes down on Hallie's side. I don't even have to have all the facts. The fact of the matter is she had a baby.
That's
she has
on brand.
No,
Shocker.
but
Yeah, plot twist with
it's
this.
because that's just
I don't
how
think
I
you're
feel.
wrong, by the way.
I
Some
think
of your reasoning, maybe. It all seems like messy shit to me.
it is very messy shit, but at the end of the day, you have a young girl who's trying to manage a career, manage a relationship, have a baby, and then, there's debates on how long postpartum actually lasts, but it ain't 6 to fucking 8 weeks. It's a really long time for women to start feeling any semblance of fucking normalcy. And she's in the public eye. She has a baby daddy who's going to the fucking world to get a sense of validation or to get them to agree with him. Like, that is wildly stressful. So maybe she did have a manic, episode where she's saying a bunch of fucked up things in text. Why is she being judged on her worst moments when she is in the most vulnerable fucking state? And that is why I'm going to be on her side. And also, he wants to file a restraining order. Child, she filed one first and was granted. She don't want to be around you. This is the same motherfucker that went to her house, keeps going to her house unannounced, breaks into her house, takes a picture of her bed to let her know that he is inside your house and can get in your house whenever you want, and then rips out the camera systems? How fucking safe does this girl feel?
There's allegedly. Allegedly.
Now,
One seems to have a lot of the facts.
I thought it was hilarious when Joe said allegedly, because, this nigga, remember he hid under the bed for like 12 hours? This nigga eating crackers and surviving.
He fell asleep.
Surviving off of moon candy.
He fell asleep under that bitch. He woke up when they came in.
For Tahiri.
that is hilarious.
He wore a diaper just in case. So I thought that was funny. But
He was smoking cigarettes under the bed.
again, and just, more clarity for the timeline. Halle Bailey Is that how you say her name?
I don't know.
Halle
how to
Berry.
say it.
I'm always insecure when I say her name.
I'm always about to right. I'm always about to say Holly Berry.
Let's say
Oh,
Haley.
Haley. It's Haley.
Haley.
It's Haley.
Baby.
Let's say Haley. So Haley basically, she kind of didn't really set DDG up, but she tried to make it seem with the information she was putting out with the teeth, with the scars, and all the allegations was that, DDG is this mean guy. He's, he can't be around kids. He obviously cheats. And she was trying to
get custody of the kid too, right?
She was trying to get
Full
sole
custody.
custody, which is crazy. You know what I mean? And so she was trying to put on this image that she was a victim, right?
Yeah.
And so when DDG dropped these messages, it was really a smack in the face to a lot of people, even to the people that were a little apprehensive on agreeing with DDG, if that makes sense. Like, even the people that were still
on his side.
Were like, or no, I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. But
I'm not gonna lie, it didn't really change nothing for me. It just made it even more murky. It's kind of like certain situations, they're so polarizing to where it's like you really feel whatever you feel, and that's what the truth is, because both sides look like they could have fucked up.
Yeah. But
same with like the Tory Lanez and the Megan Thee Stallion situation. Like, it's so convoluted and it's so like, okay, it's blame on both sides. I don't even want to follow it no more.
Yeah.
I just try to ignore all that shit.
Especially here at Menace Material, we don't even talk about that stuff. But
we're scared of Rock Nation.
Exactly. Nah, we're not scared of them. They're nice guys. But we respect them.
Yeah, well, I just don't give a fuck about the Tory Lanez and Meg thing. I mean, the nigga's in jail. I hope he gets out if he's innocent. If he's not, fuck it. Who cares?
Goodness.
Like,
yeah.
I be forgetting niggas. When you go to jail, you get forgotten. It is what it is. That's for your family to remind people about you and stuff. Because I just remembered Dirk was in jail. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's literally an above ground coffin.
Yeah, it's
like you just in there.
Hey man, you gotta. Yeah, you know what you did. Fight your way out of that shit. Nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Get a tattoo or something, nigga. Do some burpees.
Hey, learn how to play some chess, nigga.
Yeah,
raise your elo.
Go Muslim.
But
well, he was already Muslim.
Stay Muslim.
But nah. So basically, I'm sorry. What you
I was about to say, as much as it was like 2 weeks ago when I was like, yeah, we can go ahead and replace her for Mona. Hearing somebody just say, I don't need the facts. It is good. That's some good podcasting.
Well, okay. So,
like, fuck these facts. I feel
that's the thing, though, right? Like, this is what we asked of from Mel in a weird way. Like,
this is what we asked of all podcasters.
It's disappointing. Mm-hmm. It's disappointing that, like, she did this, but she's kind of shown us little things. Like in the past, some go like, oh shit, she's all for women. Like, it's.
Well, I feel like she's
just not always as passionate about it.
I feel like they did good not cutting her off though. Like, they're normally like ready to like cook it and just shut it down.
Because she wasn't making an intelligent point. Mm-hmm. So why cut her off?
It didn't matter before.
Yeah, it didn't really matter if she made sense or not. They were just like, all right, we kind of done what you told.
Well, it seems like they had like a behind the scenes convo about her like saying she's gonna stand 10 toes on her points now.
Yeah,
and she's trying to be more like, I'm not gonna hide all the shit I'm actually thinking anymore.
And that's how she's been coming off.
Yeah, and that's what she said. Yeah,
and a part of that is also them giving her the floor to do it.
Yeah,
like, you kind of gotta like call ISO real quick, let her have the space, get that shit off, and then it's like, all right, that was stupid, Mel, but at least let her say it.
Yeah. You gotta let her get her off, man. She's a fairy.
But I don't know how long that's gonna last either, because I feel like she's swayed by the public perception and what they say about her.
Well, yeah, that's why it's gonna be beautiful, because then she'll stand on her own for the next couple weeks. Mm-hmm. It won't take months. The internet will break her. She'll fold.
You think the internet's gonna break her?
Yes. She'll fold. Nigga.
Let's go to the next.
When
video.
you go viral over dumb shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how much of your ego is going to be like hurt or whatever. But like going viral over stupidity kind of hurts. There's definitely moments like when we were asking those questions during the Patreon, where I was like, we should know these answers.
Yeah,
that's something that like anybody could take and be like, look at these dumb fucking niggas.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Going viral for that, it won't hurt my feelings, but it might crush somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially when you're trying to be correct.
Yeah,
right.
Like you taking a test, it's like, damn, this nigga really stupid. But how did the internet react to her opinion of this? Because
the internet,
depending on what demographic it hits first, she could either be celebrated or like completely obliterated.
Great question. The internet was calling her fucking stupid.
Okay.
And it was a lot, like, quite frankly, it was just a bunch of that. Like, Mel, you're like, is she fucking crazy? Like,
I heard DDG is just as bad as Holly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I don't know nothing about
Possibly.
it. I saw the text. I saw both sides. Well, I haven't really seen what DDG has done, but I also don't follow Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
God damn, y'all are all.
Yeah. The girl, the mermaid.
Yeah.
Ariel.
Ariel. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot easier. So I saw this compilation of her just saying evil things, but I guess I'm on the DDG side of things, and not terms of like I agree with him in terms of algorithm. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm getting what his followers would get,
Right.
Not the other side, the terrible shit that he would get.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there is because I've heard there is, but I don't know what it
And
is.
see, I'm not sure Mel
Manosphere.
knows even like taps into that part of it. I don't think she even realizes that she's in a certain cocoon or bubble when it came to that topic. At least the way she
She doesn't.
Well,
Does anybody
she
ever
knows
re-
she's on the Joe Budden podcast.
She's trapped in her ignorance, though. Like,
Yeah, but her algorithm as to what she's being fed and like how it's being presented to her.
You think she's just not consciously aware that it's kind of guiding how she feels about shit?
Potentially. Sometimes when she comes off with a point like that, I
You
might
think
get
anybody
that.
does?
Well,
think anybody is conscious enough?
Most people don't.
Right. Most people don't know when they're in that. They don't even realize that they are in, like, that's only their world.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
And the other people that you see and how many views it has.
if you get your news from TikTok, you're one of those people.
Damn. Look at
TikTok,
that.
I think.
Nah, for real. If
I
you
think
use
TikTok is-
TikTok as a news source, you're one of the people that it's like you in the echo chamber, you don't even know it.
I know a lot of people that do everything on TikTok, though.
I feel you.
Like
but-
they shop.
I think Twitter news is worse than TikTok.
shop, I said the
News,
news, though.
like-
Like if you get your news and information from TikTok, you're probably stupid.
I don't know.
telling you.
I feel like because so many more long form videos be out, you got something you want to say to
I mean,
it?
it depends.
But
Right.
they take really hard stances with like bullshit research. Like they'll show a screenshot of Wikipedia and it's
Hold
like,
up. The TikTok that I've seen in terms of reported news, these videos are not 1 minute. These bitches be like 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah. See, God said fuck TikTok.
Damn.
What you going to check? It was a bolt of lightning. Nigga.
This
What you
nigga-
mean?
Just make sure one of them trees didn't fall down.
Oh, you think we getting bombed?
Is it raining?
Yeah, no, it's definitely
It's
raining.
Nigga, that
raining?
shit was
Yeah.
loud as fuck.
That's why I brought that jacket because it was raining, but I left it in the car.
No, that was not normal. Something went down with it.
Nah, I saw the lightning.
But can you,
Don't touch
you
those
might,
lockers.
What was I saying?
you were talking about
Oh, I was saying I was kind of pushing back on
The
what you were
TikTok-
saying.
TikTok
Like
news.
they be having
TikTok
terrible
news.
news. Every time I feel like I seen a TikTok news, shit, which just be like 3 to 5 minutes. They be having examples. They be citing sources, all type of shit.
yeah.
What I mean by news is like there's certain people who like get what's going on about politics through niggas who do like video essays. It's like people who get up in front of the screen. It's like they got shit behind them. It's certain pictures of the shit they talking about. Yeah, nah, it's getting.
Is it windy too?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's everything
Yeah, it's
is
windy
going
too.
on right now. What you about to do? It look like you about to try to stop this shit. So it look like you about to try to stop this shit. Like, I gotta turn this goddamn rain on.
One man,
One storm.
one fitted. But
It's getting spooky out here, y'all.
it's getting creepy.
We might get hit with another one.
All right.
It's time. By the way, if y'all can't hear it, nigga, Thor, Odin, every thunder god is at war right now.
This is Jumanji rain.
Yeah, this is Jumanji level shit. But Mel,
Yeah, that shit is jumping.
Mark, he came back on the pod, right? And you know, I don't know if he was lying, but he was doing the whole like, yeah, I don't even know what happened. I was just seeing what was like all the feedback and all the backlash. I don't even know what happened.
You don't believe him? I feel like he's got books to read and peer reviews to do. To be keeping up with this Haley Bailey shit.
I don't know. I think that I think that this is the best way to bring something like this up, to not make Mel feel, you know, attacked.
I know what
because
you're saying.
you
Act
know
like
to
you're-
get,
act
to get
like
full
you're gaining the information so you can't cook her point.
and to get full clarity.
Right.
To get full clarity, but
Before you cook or not cook.
exactly,
playing the
you
middle.
have to know. So let's hear a little bit of it.
response wasn't fair, and that you had some facts wrong about whatever happened with some text or something. So I didn't see it, so I don't know.
I took a stance. And
what was your stance? I really don't know.
My stance is with her. My stance is the fact that they're both young, and they both, you know, kind of like got into this whirlwind kind of romance or whatever else, and shit's gonna play out online because that's just what fucking young people do. But the reality of the situation is that she had a baby, and a lot of the things that she probably did and feelings that she had, I made the assumption that he was antagonistic in a lot of the things that he's done. I felt like he weaponized his fan base by, you know, doing the whole hashtag free Halo thing and whatever.
My homie called me pissed at you. I still don't know what and again, I don't have the context. He was like, Mel thinks that if a woman's going through postpartum, that's an excuse to step all over my feelings and treat me like shit.
I didn't say that. I also brought up the fact that she has a restraining order on him for breaking into her house, taking a picture of her bed to let her know that he's been in her house without her permission.
Oh, wow. Like, but the story that is being reported is he broke into the house because you were threatening your mental health.
Okay, we're getting.
So that's why you have these pictures of me in your home, because I was in there trying to save you when I got these cuckoo texts.
Okay, so
let me just let Mark know that she opened with, "I don't care about the facts."
That was the only.
That was okay.
That was the problem.
That was the part that triggered people.
We gotta let her finish though, because
a lot of women said that exact same thing. I don't care about the facts. I'm with her.
I said I'm standing firmly on her side. Okay.
He was about to, like, Ice was about to be like, in her defense, a lot of women said that, but it's like, that he stopped himself from saying it.
Yeah,
because
it was a mute point.
Never mind. Other women said the same thing.
Like, of course, other women don't like facts either. None of them.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Hit play just let me hear.
It's still a little bit more.
Hold on,
let
please.
her finish.
Finish. I'm still trying to, yeah.
It's just interesting to see how many men were like triggered by this kind of thing, you know. But the reality and how.
I didn't like that.
Oh, you were triggered.
I was triggered by when she said that.
What about it really ticked you off though? It's like,
because
is it the honesty in it?
Well, it's almost it's like she's not taking responsibility for what she said.
You don't want to use the word accountability, I see.
Well,
then he would have to do it himself.
I mean,
let's just go
accountability.
red pill this motherfucker.
It's not that, but she's almost putting the blame on the victim, which is what she claims she is a lot of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you said something that was kind of wrong, was a little distasteful, just a little bit. Like, nobody's mad at her having the opinion on being on Haley's side.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact, how strong she made it, and that she couldn't even see the other side.
Don't you like strong women?
I do love strong women.
Do you like strong or weak points on the podcast?
And do facts matter?
Facts don't matter all the time.
So then what was wrong with her point?
What was wrong with her point? Like I said, I just didn't like and it was crazy how all the men got triggered at this. Like, what's an example? You could say,
that last little.
It was that last little, it's crazy how all men got triggered. And I wasn't part of the group that was triggered.
Right.
But that triggered me because I was like, well, damn, like, don't make a bad joke and be like, damn, like, you ain't get it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like you're blaming the audience. Like, don't blame the audience, motherfucker.
Say it better.
Say it better. Say it with a little bit more. Add some sexy shit, Mel.
If you're gonna be delusionally blind,
be sexy.
Yeah, she could put a little sass on it. But if you're gonna be like delusional on your take, you can't be mad when it's happening on the opposite end either. Especially when you admit it. Like, you came into this with like, I don't really give a fuck what actually happened.
Yeah.
I just know that she's got postpartum depression. And with that being said, I'm an advocate.
Yeah. Which is,
so if somebody's doing that on the other side, it's like you really gotta say touche. Nigga, I bet.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
There was another clip in like the second video, but how would y'all, because she was asking Ice how he would handle his woman texting, I'm thinking about doing it to myself. You're like everything that Haley said. How would y'all handle that? Like,
if you was with a woman in the same situation and she was texting like, you know, I'm thinking about doing it to myself. I hate you. Oh, with the same situation?
Like, what would you
Postpartum
text?
and all.
Because her
I call the police.
call the police, right?
Yeah.
That's probably what I would do.
Let them handle it.
Her whole
I'm not
idea.
going over there to wrestle a knife away from you.
Yeah.
Because if I'm talking about post situation, we're talking post breakup. Shit probably ugly right now.
Yeah.
Like it's even outside of this, they're probably not at a good place. Because at first I was thinking like current girlfriend or wife or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like I wouldn't be with a bitch that would lie about that. So
Yeah.
I'm on the way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
Because it's probably real as fuck, you know? But
They were together when the text got sent, though, right? They were still in a relationship.
no, I don't think so.
No, they were
separated.
Yeah, they were separated. Yeah. So
trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
But she
they're
got
already.
your kid though, so that does add another element of like, all right,
I might be
she's
afraid
over there
for
with my
cops.
baby
Yeah.
talking about killing her.
Yeah, I'm on the way.
Yeah.
I'm calling the police too.
Back
The son
up.
is there. Yeah, I need my backup. Yeah, I need my
You gotta
backup.
call
And
the
I need,
police, her
I need my
mom.
witnesses, honestly.
Yeah.
Need that too.
Yeah, because her whole idea was that he was antagonizing her with what he said, and we can go back, but I
'Cause
think
I'm not going for no he say she say shit in court.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna be there with me.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's tricky,
Need an
but
eyewitness.
what was the?
He chose the wrong twin.
320 was the last one.
Yeah. You mind going to that?
Yeah, no problem.
I wonder if her sister's a lot calmer than her.
Who?
Her sister.
Mel got a sister?
No, Bailey. She's a twin.
Oh, probably not. Honestly,
Are they twins?
Yeah, they're twin sisters.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
twins.
Oh. They're not identical.
They're
though,
not
right?
identical though.
Got you.
Yeah. They look,
I mean, they look really
they look
similar,
really
but,
close, but
yeah.
it's, you know,
They
it's not
really
spot
don't.
for spot.
They don't look.
I don't know the difference
Nah,
between
they
them.
do.
honestly.
Pull them up. We'll do it later.
Look,
If you just told me that was one of the Baileys, I would have. I don't know who was who.
Word?
Yeah,
not
no,
yet.
I think they
Likewise.
actually might be identical twins. I'm not-
They're not identical, but let's play this real quick.
Shit, if we can.
Oh man, the internet didn't go. I did it.
While it's loading,
No, I don't think
can you
so.
please
Let
like
me
the
see.
video?
Try it
Subscribe.
again.
Put bell notifications and shit.
No, it's on.
Yeah, there we go.
How you spell her name?
Me neither. No idea.
Bailey.
Okay, there it is.
You don't know anything about what I've gone
Oh,
through.
pause.
So
This is a major part, and you know, Mel doesn't really tell a lot of her story. Ironically, because I feel like she talks a lot about herself, but we know nothing about her. But she goes deep into her past and how she actually lost a baby before 6 months in. So a lot of her opinions and a lot of her feelings were coming from this place, which, you know, you can,
6 months is a long time.
you know,
But that's down the the pregnancy term.
I don't know if that negates what she said, but it does.
You saying she should have been over it by then, or
No, that's a hard time to
Lose the child.
to lose the child.
Yeah.
6 out of 9 months. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you're on.
You was
you're
almost at the finish
You're
line.
there, bro. Yeah. So
you already had a baby shower, probably. Like what?
For
Around
sure.
what
All
time
that,
do you
yeah,
do that?
yeah.
Yeah.
But let's play it though.
Got a bunch of.
I'll
uses.
just reveal a little something about myself. I was pregnant at one point, and I lost it at 6 months. So I do know a little bit about postpartum because once you have a miscarriage at that stage,
Oh, that's postpartum.
you will go
Yeah.
through postpartum. I went through severe postpartum depression. This was a very long time ago. It's a part of my life that I don't like to fucking discuss for obvious fucking reasons. But that is why I took that side, because I felt like I could commiserate with what she was going through as a woman. Also, as a woman going through perimenopause, where my hormones are just having their fucking way with them, and the only thing that's I've been able to like
Can I-
get.
That wasn't to you. That was I was asking the mind if I could cut.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
I was about to, let me just wrap this up by saying,
No, take your time.
I absolutely know something about your hormones having their way with you, just completely, out of your control. The only thing that has made me see some semblance of normalcy is hormone replacement therapy, which I speak a lot about on my other podcast. This is not necessarily the platform, but I have a certain amount of empathy and sympathy and an understanding for her in a way that I didn't see a lot of people having for her. And so that is why I stood 10 toes fucking down for that fucking girl. Everybody up here they can stand 10 toes down on something, and you attack their stance, but you don't attack them. You all love to fucking attack me in vile, disgusting fucking ways. And honestly, I don't really care. I don't give a fuck if you're not on my fucking bandwagon. Those that at R, love you, whatever. But I'm not trying to convince nobody to fucking like me. But keep it fucking cute. Seriously. And don't attack me like that, because you don't know, especially when it comes to a woman's fertility. You don't know what she has been through, what she has gone through. You don't know if because I lost that child, it rendered me infertile. You don't fucking know. So that's my point.
No, so I hear that, and obviously I knew this already. You and I've talked about this. I know this for a long time.
I'm Marc Lamont Hill. I know everything. It's fucking obvious.
But
I kind of like that.
That's a hell of
her
a
stance.
That was a good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minus the cursing, it was great.
Even the cursing, I feel like it added a certain level of
She cusses
emotional
bad.
connection.
It's just when she curses like mid rant like that, I just get flashes of like Karen white woman. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
It's because of the way it rings off.
Yeah, exactly. But outside of that, like, solid.
Yeah, nah, man. And
she kind of has a point, like, you know, if Hailey Bailey is really like just clinically depressed from the baby shit, then like, you know, some of the text and her actions kind of makes sense.
There was just like one false, like, I don't even know if false equivalency is correct, but like she lost her baby at 6 months compared to like Hailey had her baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nobody can compare those levels of depression.
I'm glad you brought that up because that was something I thought when she said it. I'm like, yo, because most of the time with postpartum, like the worst cases,
the baby's
like
here.
The baby's here, and the mother don't even like the baby.
Right?
Either.
Yeah. Right.
Because they was just talking about like the mom just being sad, but sometimes she take that shit out on the baby,
like a bear.
Right.
Like they don't like establish a real connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very different than what you.
I don't know if I can.
And what did
speak
she?
for
Well, I
it,
don't.
but
Maybe I can't speak for that. And maybe
I don't know if I can
Because you
speak
didn't
for
lose
it.
your baby at 6.
Yeah, but at the same time, like losing one is probably, I don't know. That sounds crazy to me too. So I don't know.
Well, that's what
It
I'm
is.
saying.
It's
So
fucked
that's
up.
why when she was saying like, I think she's relating all levels of
Postpartum to her thing.
postpartum depression to the level that she experienced.
Yeah, which is
which is
high
one of
level.
the worst. Which
Yeah.
She's at the peak. You know
And
what I
did
mean?
she-
Like,
yeah.
And did she
at
keep,
least Hallie's baby is here.
and
Right.
did she keep her cool during her like
Nah, she said she
depression?
Nah, she didn't, and that's why she pleads with Hailey. That's why she doesn't need facts to understand what's going on.
I want to know how bad it was.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I'm glad she
It
made
was
it through
pretty.
it, though.
It was pretty bad.
I'm glad she
It
made
had
it
to
through.
be bad. Even like slight postpartum depression probably isn't fun.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like small dosages. It's still probably some shit you.
So
would
you think
want
she
to
was
avoid.
doing what Hailey was doing?
Possibly anything is possible.
Possibly, yeah. Well, it was different because her baby wasn't here, so there was probably like, there's no telling who she was taking that shit out on.
Right.
Like who she was blaming or like what she actually felt. Just know it was some dark times, nigga. She was in the music videos looking very sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to factor in, like, I don't know if it's hard. I'm not a judge. It's probably easy, but like with PPD, it's hard to factor that in to like the reasoning behind certain actions. And it's possibly because I've never been through it, but
You can relate anything to it.
Yeah. And there's precedent for like, you know, mental illness.
Yeah.
In the way that they judge that in the court of law.
Yeah.
Like what was it called? Pleading insane?
Yeah.
You know, if you can plead insane, you
Yeah,
can plead,
temporary insanity or something like that.
you can plead hormonal.
Plead menopause.
Plead menopause.
Nah, man, it's crazy.
Plead
but,
that time of the month.
But
Better.
yeah. That would actually be crazy.
She
Women
might-
would get away with a lot more crime.
Yeah. But well, I mean shit, some of them do.
But nah,
You think she handled her
I'm
backlash
glad-
well? You think she handled her backlash well?
She didn't cry, which
Yeah,
is good.
I think so because we got a great that.
Yeah.
That was the crash. So yeah, whatever backlash she faced, she locked in and she didn't fold.
Right.
She definitely didn't fold, which is what I said she would do.
She laughed at her detractors,
So that was hard.
which is what all geniuses do.
Yeah. Well, that works.
she
I
never
like that shit.
conceded.
Yeah.
I got proven wrong in
Shout out, man.
30 minutes.
Yeah. What you need a moaner for, nigga? We got a mail.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm just, if there's always somebody, I'm gonna do the comparison game every time just because this is good content. But
Yeah.
and I like Mona more
Pit
than
'em against each other.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Duh. You know what I'm saying? Two black women against each other. Of course they don't like each other. But yeah, no, these are still great moments. Melyssa Ford is still a staple of the Joe Budden for a reason. Yeah. There's definitely a reason why she's there.
Especially when another woman is in hormonal turmoil.
Yeah.
She puts that cape on.
And she stood down, man. She was like, I'm not changing my opinion. I'm just going to tell you why it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like a good villain.
All right, so we got a no jumper, Brandon. I don't know what his name is. I can't remember what his last name is. Defiant Brandon. Was brought in by Poetik Flakko. A lot of people say he was brought in order to chop get
Almighty Suspect
out the paint. A lot of people think he was successful in that, if that grand plan was a thing.
Yeah.
We covered who Brandon was. I'll link it to this as well too. But Brandon is now, he's feeling himself for real now. He's feeling himself for real.
As he should.
He got niggas up out the paint.
Yep. Tricking niggas with big words.
Yeah, Almighty Suspect using white words. Almighty Suspect is gone. People respect him, and now he's almost turning on. Flakko and him are kind of turning on each other a little bit. Where now they're trying to get they're getting at each other in
intellectual ways.
In topics where it's just like, oh no, but you was the hypocrite because you said that though, right?
Yeah.
Like that type of shit. Like niggas is trying to catch each other now.
They're trying to out-logic each other. But
yeah, so that's what Brandon is doing now, whereas he's like slowly like
off face value. IQ battle. Who you going with?
Flakko.
Flakko?
I don't think Brandon's that smart.
How much you got on it?
Actual IQ battle.
Yeah.
Like IQ.
Actual
Flakko.
IQ battle?
Flakko.
Ooh, I don't know. I think Brandon knows English better.
Brandon knows a lot of black facts.
I've heard enough of his politics. I'm like, this nigga is not, he believes it's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
I think Brandon knows.
He's the worst type of. I don't like those type of niggas. I just don't like them type of niggas.
I don't know. I think Brandon knows more about the housing market than Flakko. So I might have to go with Brandon.
That's not housing market isn't an IQ.
But I'm just saying in terms of like life and just other information that you know. Flakko might know a lot of stuff, but it might just be in his world.
But at a certain point, it's beyond just like having facts and information. It's about how you can think, like how you process things cognitively, which is really what an IQ test is. It's not just like It's not like who was the president during 1978.
But still,
January.
It's part of it, but it's still
it's more thinking and processing.
Yeah.
And
cognitive ability and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah. And I think with the way
what your brain can do, and based on how you regurgitate the information you take in.
Regurgitate.
That is a funny word to say incorrectly. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Regurgitate?
Regurgitate.
I thought I said regurgitate.
Nah.
I said regurgitate.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, come on.
Based on how you regurgitate information, I can get an idea of where your IQ is at. Yeah.
Should we know where yours is at, nigga?
Hey, you just gotta eat that one, AJ. But
but we might have called it. That might be the name of this episode. Regurgitate.
Regurgitate.
Cognitive regurgitate.
Cognitive regurgitation.
So basically, I don't know. I think that Brandon.
I think they might.
What
break
debate has Flakko been in? Like, have we seen Flakko debate somebody?
I think Brandon is his most formidable opponent.
Or is he? Maybe Brandon is just more poised than Flakko.
Other than Adam 22, he's his most formidable opponent. Like before, the nigga was battling Suspect and fucking all them other niggas that was in there, Brick Baby. Like it probably, not to say that they're dumb, but it wasn't the most philosophical. Like at a certain point, Flakko could out big word them.
Yeah, but there's no conversation that's philosophical happening at No Jumper.
Not yet.
Yeah. You gotta wait for these two.
They need to find another foe for Brandon.
Even when Brandon faced off with that white dude, that shit was weak. That shit was trash.
Is Brandon wearing church pants? Is he dressing professional?
I think all pants feel like church pants.
Tank top screaming, Lotto, I don't fit you.
Yeah, nah, for real.
That's what they had in Reddit.
Flakko
Tank top screaming, what's the name? I don't fit you.
Yeah, 8 Mile bar.
But yeah, we can click anywhere in here and they're just arguing. I don't know.
You got a time frame?
Nope, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
it really doesn't matter. It's
he
kinda
doesn't shut the
cracking.
fuck up.
Yeah.
111. Going angel numbers today.
That as big as you are and as much as you talk, There should be no place that is off limits to you.
I don't want to go to the hood, bro. I'm sorry. If the hood is your like prestige,
hold on.
You right?
You're
That's
a journalist.
again.
Right.
Again, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Again,
let me say this.
Again, that's for you niggas. I rather right
for this too,
go somewhere where it's fly.
You would know this. Who was the model who used to be a war correspondent? She used to work she was a model, then she became a war correspondent. She would go into battles and like take pictures and do journalism.
I don't know, but Diane Sawyer could get knocked
One of the listen, but this is you have skinny blonde white women who are journalists. They'll talk about the Taliban, then go in Afghanistan and walk amongst the Taliban.
That's a fact.
You are the worst type of
journalist
journalist there is. You will say something about someone, something about somebody's hood, but you are scared to go to that place.
What did I say about the hood?
It's about journalistic integrity. I'm going to say what I say. I feel so confident and so reassured in what I say that I'm willing to stand face to face with that person because I know my integrity is intact. It makes No Jumper look like a pseudo-journalistic place.
Well, that's just verbal masturbation you're doing right now, right? You can't even name like what I've said.
Anytime you hit a nigga with verbal masturbation, you're losing.
You can see it.
You're losing.
You haven't capitulated yet, but you're about to.
You're losing, even though Brandon is making a kind of like a stupid point because...
Well, that's not... Come on, then. That means it's verbal masturbation.
Actually, not necessarily. It's not really...
Is he making a stupid point or an intelligent point?
Brandon or Flakko?
Brandon.
Brandon is making a pseudo-intelligent point.
Yeah.
It's got the allure of intelligence, but it's just dumb in essence because No Jumper
it's all contextual.
No Jumper is pseudo journalism. Like we don't look at them as like a MSNBC,
but he's
or CNN.
But he's saying that I think he's talking specifically to Flakko.
Yeah, but he's saying Flacco's making the whole company look bad because he's a head journalist here.
Yeah,
he's essentially saying that because he won't go to the hood.
Right. Yeah,
yeah.
Which is
what are we
dumb.
talking about?
Who does that?
Yeah,
exactly.
Like who does like?
And it's a false equivalency too.
He compared them
exactly.
He compared them to the news. Dog.
Yeah,
like they have a whole different.
The news anchor going to cover like the war is not necessarily like the reason why this war is happening or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like something I might say to
people in the war zone aren't there to answer for the things that she said on YouTube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And they get a press pass. They're allowed to be there. He would have to trespass in the hood.
Yeah.
And I guess
with a fucking camera.
And did he bring up
this what type
Brandon
of nigga we're dealing with though? You see how he caping? Talk about you bringing us down at No Jumper. I don't even know if he gets a paycheck yet. I'm gonna be all the way real.
That is true.
Already
I don't even know if he gets a paycheck yet.
That is crazy. Like you bringing us down.
What are you doing right now?
Yeah. But isn't that team spirit though? You don't love that shit?
Well,
but there's a
F-Mac, he was on our team immediately.
Major difference is he was.
If it was swapped, if it was Flakko saying that compared to Brandon saying that, then it's more team spirit. If Flakko was telling Brandon you bringing us down, I could tell you
he's saying like, don't you want to hire somebody like that?
Yeah,
Like, isn't
but
that
you got to
good
be
for
official. But the only difference is F-Mac was a part of the team officially.
Yeah,
no, F-Mac, he
F-Mac
got his
was a part of
nickname 2 days in, and he was like, "Hey, I'm part of the team. It's Material."
Well, that's when he revealed it to us. But his job was his job from day one. Like,
he wasn't trying out.
Yeah, he wasn't trying out. This wasn't like, yo, come in, let's just see how it goes.
He was molded.
Yeah, he was groomed.
But he's not trying out anymore, is he?
I think he's still trying out. Yeah, I don't think it's official yet.
F-Mac is always trying out.
I'm pretty sure if we can search on YouTube new host Brandon to see if there's any video, because Adam normally always
brings in a new host.
Well, just leave this page up. But he always at least casually says it, and it'll be a clip.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, shout out to our new host on No Jumper. Blah blah blah. Like, there's always something. And if there's not one, then that means I'm almost positive he's not official yet.
Yeah, he's not official.
No, he's not official yet. Because we would have seen it. It would have popped up soon.
He's not official.
So when you drop the weed line before you're even on the roster,
talking like a cheerleader,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what roster do you want to be on?
Yeah.
Would you like a jersey or a pom-pom?
Exactly.
He's begging for a jersey. I think
he'll settle for the pom.
That's why I see him so much like 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃. Like the way you audition at No Jumper just tells me everything. Because I fuck with Adam.
Yeah.
I understand what his platform is. I understand what Adam does in terms of business, how he makes his money. I understand all of that shit.
Yeah.
But it's still a way, if you actually understand it, there's a certain way you can audition there and you're doing too much. Like,
Yeah.
it's the fact that you're doing this much. Where do you think we're at right now? You know what I'm saying?
You're
Like,
kind of overqualified.
yeah. Well, no. He's still perfectly qualified because he's not smart enough for the next level.
You're right. He just knows a lot of big words.
He just thinks he is.
Yeah. And you know what's even funnier is that like the people who kind of half step it, like half ass, they kind of serious about being a no jumper.
You got a better chance.
They're
of getting
amazing. Them niggas are usually the best.
I feel like you got a better chance of getting a consistent paycheck when you just like halfway doing it every time.
Adam like a tease.
Adam, yeah.
You like to sit across from the room and see that shit happen.
Right. Because a nigga Brand, it doesn't matter what news broadcast we watch, he's fucking annoying.
Yeah. Is he because he's just always talking?
He never shuts up.
Well, and is it because he's always
hitting
everybody?
You. He always has a strong stance, which I appreciate a strong stance. But then when you always hear the reasoning behind it, you're like, oh my God, I read that article. You didn't even read the second one you read part A, and now you base everything off of part A, nigga. Like, there's more to what you just fucking said. Like, you're trying to make it seem like because you read half of the article, that you are the smartest person on it. But it's like everybody that read the article knows there's a part 2 as well.
A part 2 that debunks everything that they said.
Right, and actually gives you a more well-rounded thought process on some shit, you know. But
part 1 is always like, yo, this one niggas.
He's jailhouse smart. He's jailhouse hood smart.
Would you give him that much credit? I don't know how good he is at chess. Jailhouse smartae, that encompasses a lot of different feats. But
cook on a staircase.
I don't know. So if he's not that smart, but he's able to get Flakko in that uncomfortable position.
It didn't seem uncomfortable to me.
Flakko, not yet though. Like, we might have to skip like a minute though, because I do want to see Flakko be like, well, Brandon, shut the fuck up, like you stupid, like something like that.
You know what I mean? When he eventually breaks.
What y'all think about that though? I bring you in and you doing this. You telling me I'm the. What about that?
That is one of those like, I don't want to say crabs in a bucket, but it's kind of like, you know what I mean? There can only be enough room for one.
Nigga with big thighs?
One big thigh nigga at a time, dog.
Wait, you're saying if Adam, how do I feel?
Like Poetik Flakko brings you in, you have a
Flakko brought him in?
Yes. The only reason he's there is because of him.
How cool.
Like Flakko for us, like we were invited via Adam, but Flakko was just like an added bonus because I had been talking to him on the side as well too. And he was like, yo, you should come by. But Adam had already hit me.
Yeah.
And was like, yo, whenever you're in LA, just let me know.
Yeah.
Say less. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
exactly.
But yeah, he's only there because of
Flakko
Flakko.
putting on all the
that
big
changes
niggas.
things.
Yeah. And now a month, maybe later, you're the worst version of a journalist, nigga. After you'd put me on.
But isn't that what no jumper like?
I was just
Flakko. Yeah.
What if in Brandon's defense, like he saw behind the curtain and he thought it was a little bit more professional than what it actually was. He got there, he was like, "Oh, nigga, this nigga."
Well, no,
don't
he's
breathe.
still cheerleading for no jumper, so he's in a delusion on no jumper still.
In no jumper, but maybe with
the-
Flakko in particular,
right?
He put him on a pedestal journalistically that he just didn't really reach up to in real life.
I think it's more like Flakko. I don't know how Flacco's probably mad as shit.
But Brandon, Flakko, I get that nigga the fuck up.
But Brandon is really doing what he's taught. Like you don't get like Playboy Cardi, but it's a video of him being like niggas taught me the game. I used the game. I fucked they bitch, and it's like you taught me how to fuck these niggas bitches. Yeah. So how you mad when I fuck yo bitch? Like you taught me the game.
He's like in a hotel or something.
It's a hotel game.
Yeah. I saw
you
that.
know, shout out to Cardi, but it's kind of. I think Brandon is going through that where it's like he's really just doing what he's got him there. And what everybody loved him for. So it's like
what Flakko loved him for.
What Flakko loved him for. And so he's probably confused that Flakko is even a little irritated, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what his thing is.
It's what you brought me over here to do my
I think
little
there's two
dance.
different ways of looking at it. It's one,
it really ought to, but that is fucked up that he brought him.
That's what I'm saying, because there's that level, but then there's also this nigga's not as real as I thought he was.
Yeah. Or he's been planning it from the start.
Planning what from the start?
The fact that it's like, all right,
I'm gonna get in.
I'm gonna
use
get
him
cool.
to get
I'm gonna
in.
get cool with him. I'm gonna get in, and then I'm gonna expose him because, like, deep down, he might see himself as just a superior talent. And it's like, yo, if this nigga's occupying this space, imagine what I can do when I get in the door. And the best way to get coach's attention is to fuck up the star player
in practice.
And he does
exactly 1v1 that nigga.
I need to go to No Jumper to put another nigga on a t-shirt.
And that's the thing.
Who do you think would be the easiest?
2-0 already.
What?
Every time I go.
Oh, don't put him on.
Oh no. Oh my. Damn it. You know what you should go for?
How are you gonna put him on a t-shirt though?
Cook them.
Thank you.
He's gonna talk shit about their podcasting, dog.
But how are you gonna do that? Like with Brandon?
It always presents itself.
Oh my god!
It always.
You're just gonna wait for like a dumb argument.
You beat yourself.
Yeah.
And I'll beat myself, and I'll see it.
Yeah.
That's how it always goes.
What if he's really like? What if you met your match?
No.
This nigga
Absolutely
Brandon, his intellect might just be too superior.
Nah.
It really all depends though. But Flakko shouldn't be mad. He just has to show. He has to show his student why he's the head journalist, why he's the head judo journalist.
He definitely does need to do that. He need to whoop on him for sure.
Yeah.
But Flakko normally does better in solo instances though. Like I feel like he defends himself, he articulates his points better when he's just by himself.
But Brandon's not ready. Brandon's not ready for a video yet.
For a solo video?
He's not ready for a video yet.
But you know,
it's not at that point yet. If I was Flakko, I'd just be like in that when you try to hit me with you're the worst version of a journalist. What are we doing right now? Is that what we? If that's what we on that.
Yeah.
Just say less. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but do it in the moment though. Don't do
I'm
it
doing
later.
it in the moment for
Don't
sure.
do it later on your YouTube.
No.
Brandon gets a whole lot of bravery points for being the
things happening live,
the antagonist live, where we can all see it. Like y'all are together. Don't just run away. You know, start typing to the nigga.
Is that what we doing? Like that's what I would be thinking. That's all I would genuinely be thinking. Like, oh man, okay.
We want to see blood.
Flakko got to boss up, man. He just gotta grab that punch.
The stutter live though does fuck up things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He has a harder time like going at it in person.
Yeah, trying to,
But then also it's hard to defend a nigga with like who thinks I'm the worst version of a journalist because I won't go to the fucking hood. Like, what are we talking?
Like,
it's hard to even like.
His main objective is something I don't even think about. You get what I mean? Like that's what's Flacco's mind. Like I don't even care about going to the hood.
That's what I'm saying,
but that's your like magnum opus of being a journalist and going to the hood.
Right.
But like that's not even my.
It's like, man, you want me to go down that?
Yeah.
That's the argument you decide to like have with me right now.
I have
like,
to go stand on the block that I talk.
My bad. I didn't know that was. It's like, okay, what do you get from that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then what do you do, Brandon? Because it's like, what does he talk about on a daily basis?
He's from a hood.
But what does he talk about on a daily basis? Like, even if he's
talks about he hate Mexicans for sure.
Now is he going to the border?
He thinks all the protesters are terrible and just literally. Let's just go to any other
Is he
video.
on the scenes though?
Let's go to no
really
number clip.
Is he
Just go to
taking
another
border
clip.
patrol tours?
There was one that yeah. Let's just see. Just go down to where they were live. Adam was there too, and that other nigga that I can't stand.
Black dude.
Flakko did go back. Go scroll up. Sorry, scroll up. Right. No. Back down. Underneath Ralphie the Plug. One more down. There. Left.
This one right?
That one. Yeah. Adam. Not Adam. Flakko did start fighting back because he was like, "Why the fuck you?" Oh wait, that's the video we just saw.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Y'all both did that.
He
shit.
also said something in this video, so let me just say that.
Yeah.
He was like, "You'll go to the hood, but you won't go. Like you're acting like you're tough, but you won't go to some Mexican hood.
Yeah.
Some Mexican podcaster that like wants to fade with him off the rip.
Yeah.
Because he hates Brandon and said he's a fat bitch. You know, all that shit. Like, set up the fade. We can podcast after we fade, but I need that fade though.
Yeah.
Let me try to find that shit because I was like,
fade before the podcast.
So there is somebody that you're running from. You know what I'm saying? Even though he tried to like use that same point.
Yeah, you tried to pull the hypocrite card on him, but you know, you did it from a glass home, nigga.
Whack debates with Brandon about his Mexican hate.
Does he just say I don't like Mexicans, or does he say here's why?
There's a video about Brandon and the protesters. Keep scrolling down.
That's a dangerous place to not like Mexicans.
Every Mexican in LA is on Brandon's head.
Yeah. So let me
He's trying to explain why.
So let me finish my point.
Shouts to the 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 for coming out and supporting the protest. You feel me? I see RJ, I seen Jomo there.
Anybody supporting that protest is an idiot, and I'm going to tell you why.
Gang members need to come out for the. That's what I said about that. Yes, not the, no, go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
These gang members need to go home and take care of their children and clean up their neighborhood.
That's fact.
I can't do both because the whole purpose of the protest is based on a lie. The ICE was doing. It wasn't even ICE. It was federal agents on a drug bust. A bunch of ignorant people thought it was ICE raids. They went down there and started causing trouble. Ultimately, they're not doing any damage.
They were doing ice raids.
100% not true.
Yeah, they were doing ice raids over the weekend.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
But how you explain
No, they
this
were in
running into
downtown and in
graduation though?
Paramount.
Can I finish my point? Because I already know I'm right.
But now you're lying.
No, I'm not lying.
But why are you crashing graduations?
Listen, if it was a lie, why not let it be said so you could disprove it?
Well, I mean, I listened to the New York Times podcast about it
got a filibuster.
Okay, I listened to the New York Times podcast about it this morning, and they seemed very confident that it was in fact ice raids taking place in Paramount and downtown.
Okay.
I don't know what's your basis of saying that it wasn't.
Paramount,
the truth is my
East
basis.
LA, Northeast LA.
The violence and the protesting started because people mistook a federal drug bust as an ICE raid. Anyone can look that up on Google if they care beyond 2 gives of F's about what happened. So the only point I'm making is this ultimately.
That's the type of nigga we're dealing with. So
Now-
I cited my source.
Yeah.
Adam. I cited my source. In your defense, your source is like some deep lore shit. It's like the George Floyd's protest didn't turn into riots because somebody only turned into riots because somebody from Antifa happened to be there. Did you read that on Reddit, my nigga? Like,
or was that just word of mouth?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, it's
you
like,
just-
what are we talking about right now, bro? Like,
Yeah,
and they say it with more confidence than the nigga who like read a publication.
yeah, bro. So it's like niggas like this, bro. It's like, I can't do it.
He knows what he's talking about. He just really doesn't care to explain it. What the fuck? Because that is true. It's just that that's not what started the protest. Like there was an operation and they did think it was ICE and it turned out to be a drug bust.
Right.
That is true. But he didn't know how to he didn't even care to be like, look, let's just Google it.
And he also wasn't acknowledging the fact that there were ICE raids at all.
Exactly.
The
Real
ice raids happened. Right.
Which you're making it seem like
which makes your point look even
you're
weaker.
invalidating everything that's happening.
Like he's technically telling the other side of the truth while ignoring what's also true.
Exactly.
About it. To where it's like, yeah, you're just fighting a stupid point.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I definitely understand.
This is him every time.
I don't think he was gonna last long around here. I feel like they eventually gonna get fed up with this shit.
No,
I think they are.
Yeah, I think that like this.
I'm fed up. It's been about a month. I'm done.
How does anybody know how the viewers feel about Brandon? Like when
They hate him.
when he's usually
They
cooking.
definitely
What's in
are
the
realized. They're definitely like. We can go to any comments. They're all dominant about him, but
yeah,
they're definitely like with the ICE shit. They're like, oh my god, he's racist as fuck. Like they're really on that right now. Like because they're like, yo, I can't believe
use him in a little bit.
Wait, the only reason Brandon will get fired is because he makes perfect sense.
Okay, there's one supporter.
Jesus.
Let these clowns know, Brandon. This got to be the dumbest protest I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so there's some Brandon fans in this motherfucker. Brandon's downfall will be his common sense, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's really the best way to put it.
They're going in on him though. That's good. Like his downfall is his common sense.
No, that's a negative. His downfall.
Nah, he said unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, like
they're on his side.
The fact that he's there making sense is what's gonna piss them off.
Yeah.
You know
that's what they're saying?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like it's a compliment.
Yeah.
Like he's too smart for his own good. It's gonna,
this is
They're
crazy.
saying it right here.
Like,
He's way
it'll
too
ruin
genius for
them.
these goofies. Smart.
They
for
think
these
he's smart.
Brandon way
Yes.
too smart for these goofies. No
This
wonder
is a
people
reflection
don't
of the-
like him.
Unc need to realize no jumper is not the place to be trying to drop esoteric knowledge. LOL.
Does anybody know what that means? Esoteric?
Esoteric means alchemy.
Keep Googling on, please. Because alchemy means alchemy.
That just
dumbass.
sounded like magic. I thought we went magic.
No,
for a second.
esoteric means
Okay, let's see. Intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with a specialized knowledge or interest.
That's ironic.
Magic.
Why you flip your head out
Alchemy.
like that?
No.
What is alchemy?
Alchemy is like when you transmutilate different, compounds.
You were right though.
Let's leave him in that because I don't even know what alchemy means.
Yeah.
But no, a lot of these, as a Mexican, Brandon is 100% right. What? Not one single American flag was flown. Their own parents didn't fight that hard to be in Mexico. Yeesh.
What is the point they're trying to make?
Brandon needs to have this convo somewhere else. He is talking to a bunch of junkies and sex addicts.
Okay, so Brandon. That's funny. That's funny. A bunch of
that's some real shit though.
Yeah, like
That's
they don't
some
give a
real
fuck.
shit though.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Junkies and sex addicts is hilarious.
Why haven't we been using that shit against them? It's so easy to call them junkies and sex addicts.
I've always thought the junkie thing. That's always.
But the sex addicts is a good one.
Calling another man a sex addict is kind of weird. It's like
It is.
you're judging me. Like, so what are you doing?
Right? Yeah.
Not having enough.
A healthy amount. Okay.
But no, AJ, they're on his side, dog.
They
so
are on his side.
if you try to cook him, nigga, it's gonna take a while.
You're walking into a hostile environment. They definitely got home court advantage.
It's gonna be hot, nigga.
The fans is gonna be cheering for him.
Sharp had home court advantage.
Yeah, in the sense to where it's like if we go
Dejan had home court
to a
advantage.
Charlotte Hornets game, we're really going to see like Kevin Durant come or like LeBron James. Like LaMelo's cool.
They
but
weren't- you
It's
saying that-
really about who they're playing.
What does that mean?
I know what he's saying.
In connection to you going on there with Brandon, it's
I'm
like
the Durant.
with Sharp. No, like with Sharp.
Sharp is like, hey,
No,
you the
Sharp
Durant.
Sharp is the Charlotte Hornets, so we're not even really worried
Sharp
about
is the
watching him
Charlotte
play.
Hornets, so
to
it's
begin
like
with.
you know,
Yeah.
that we're fans by
Association,
proxy. But we
like-
only going to the game to see him go against somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're
Somebody
saying.
bigger,
I got
somebody
you.
that's going, that's going
So
to actually be a
was.
talent.
I was Jordan.
Yeah. You just called him Jordan.
I wouldn't say
Well, Jordan never played LaMelo, but
yeah, Jordan never played LaMelo.
I remember
I'd
what was the
probably say-
nigga Max, Mad Max.
Yeah.
How he would talk about when Jordan would come to Houston, all the bitches. That's me.
Yeah.
That's me when I go to No Jumper.
Okay,
Yeah.
They're there to see me play.
You're a fantasy to them. But nah, man,
Sharp, Dejan, all had home court advantage.
And they've all done a good job.
Yo, you need to. You know how Michael B.
won
Jordan in
every time.
Wakanda? He got a burn for everybody he killed. He just had a body full of burns. You gotta start doing that with these No Jumper pundits stuff.
Who else?
You gotta get you a little
Anybody
knee
else?
tattoo for everyone
That
you
was it.
kill.
But even then, right? It's like, are you congratulating yourself for beating a bunch of sex addicts and junkies?
Yeah, but I'm a fucked up individual. I'll beat up on a nigga when he's down. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm cool with that.
Do you have the power to do like the opposite? Could you go there and make somebody a star, or are you just a destroyer? I gotta really think it.
Actually, a great question. Actually,
He's like, am I just a barbarian, or can I play ball?
that's gonna be hard. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think only
You just
Adam
can't-
can do
God.
that.
Nigga,
Only
no,
Adam can do that?
I think only Adam can do that. How would I name
Yeah.
a scenario where you would go somewhere and make somebody else the star? Unless the only way that I can do it, the only way that I can even fathom it happening and on any podcast
Yeah.
is if
Even this one.
no, not this one. Just like if you go to a show, it may be somebody that was always there. Maybe they had an FMAC there that they've never talked to on camera.
Yeah.
And today I decided to talk to that FMAC on camera.
Yeah.
And this nigga seemed to come to find out he's interesting and has crazy stories that even shock the niggas that he works with every day.
You see
You know
the
what I'm
excitement
saying?
though? That's what I'm saying.
That's
Yeah.
the only way. So that's why it's harder to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's easy
That's
to
all.
hurt a
It's
nigga.
easy to go there and catch it. Easy. That's easy.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Making a star, but there is a scenario that it can be done. Though.
Yeah.
Very difficult though.
But you figured it out.
I figured it
You
out.
thought
It
about it. You was
didn't
like,
take long.
Yeah.
It's got to be an underdog situation.
Yeah, where it's like
Who's
I
the
recognize
unsung
somebody
hero?
that y'all had ignored.
Yeah.
Because they have to stay there. Like I don't have enough clout to where I highlight somebody and they could just start a YouTube channel and they fucking booming. My clout is on minimum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're underground king.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it would have to be something like that.
Even with Brandon, though, I think y'all be good friends. I think y'all are similar in a lot of, in just
I don't think so.
I think
strong
Brandon,
opinions.
I think he might also get mistaken for a cop if he wears the right shirt.
I get mistaken for the police depending on
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Y'all can
Y'all-
have that in common.
That's what I'm saying,
Y'all
man.
could just be at a bar like, yo, you 12? Nope.
He looked like he
Opportunity.
should be bald. You're bald.
Yeah.
You know?
Does this beer connect? Y'all might have that in common.
No. But nah, man, I see y'all arguing.
One more thing
And
before we
then
go,
follow
even
me,
though this one's a little bit long too. I did add the dude that Flakko brought up that I think this is the guy that he said he's running from.
In terms of what?
In terms of like
running from a
because
conversation?
In that whole clip, the first clip that we pulled up where he was like, you're the voice of the journalist because you won't go to the hood. He was pretty much saying, nigga, you won't go. You're telling me about going to the hood, a place I don't want to go, but you won't even go to not the hood, this podcaster, nigga. Y'all do the same thing. You won't even debate or talk to him. Like, what are we talking about right now? You're not
ducking
even
a conversation.
Yeah, you're ducking a conversation. I'm ducking going to the hood. What are we doing? You know what I mean? Like,
who's smarter?
So I think this is the nigga though. This is him.
Hater World.
Hater World.
Okay.
To Fat Boy. To Fat Boy. All right. The one that disrespects Mexicans all the time. The one that's always running his mouth without knowing somebody. The one that thinks that it's okay to be a black belt and fight somebody on the streets. The one that thinks it's okay to have a street fight with rules somehow. Somehow he thinks there's going to be rules in the street fight. All right. I accept the challenge. I accept the challenge. Not a jiu-jitsu challenge, a boxing challenge, right? But you got to hit me with a number that's going to work. If the number works, I accept the challenge. I accept it all day long. So you go figure that out with your white daddy, all right? The one you're with in that room. Go figure it out with the white daddy. And then when you and white daddy come across a number that works, send it over to me via DM or email. I'll sign the paper. And then we'll get it cracking.
That's dope.
Until then, shut your mouth. Until then, shut your mouth. And if you come at me with a price that's disrespectful, I might just whoop your ass in person when I see you. And that's a fact.
Why do niggas think that they should be getting paid to squabble?
This is hater world, fool. Because it's hater world, fool.
You're right.
Hater world, fool.
You got to pay me. You got to.
I accept the offer.
So, yeah, I think this is the nigga that he's running from.
I would run from him, too.
Blue Devil.
Blue Devil.
A nigga named Blue Devil.
Or Hater World.
From Hater World.
A corporation called Hater World.
Yeah. He got trauma he wanna put on me.
Yeah, nah.
He trying to share some of that pain.
Yeah, I wonder if Brandon goes to any Mexican hoods.
There's no point unless Taco Truck.
Definitely not.
They do be talking crazy about them. So I wonder if he's not going to Mexican hoods, I guess doesn't that go to like the same point that he was trying to put on Flakko?
Yeah.
Yes.
To where it's like you're a bad journalist.
Yeah, like
You can talk all this
Flakko
shit.
makes this will start a gang war and doesn't go to the hood.
Mm-hmm.
But then you'll say all those Mexicans are dumb or something and then not go to a Mexican hood to talk to them about it.
Talk about how dumb they are.
Right, yeah.
I think there's a slight difference in that Flakko reports. Like, you can't report on hate. You could just say you hate people.
Right.
And that's what Brandon does. It's like, I just hate Mexicans.
No, he got a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
He talks about hating Mexicans?
Yeah. He reports on them.
He voted for Trump 3 times.
Damn. Every time.
No, because remember he lost.
All for Mexicans?
So y'all might get along.
Yeah, I think y'all will get along.
Hell no. We ain't getting along.
Y'all gonna get along.
No,
he could go there and make a star.
He chose the team, not the person.
What you mean?
He chose the idea of the Confederacy and like just the old age.
He did.
No, he chose MAGA.
Exactly.
What it means to be a
Well, what did you
Republican now is
choose?
different
The
than what it
person.
was back in the day.
Oh, you chose the person, not the...
I choose people, not teams. I like LeBron, not the Lakers.
You didn't choose
You get it?
1776?
No, he definitely
Oh.
chose 1776.
I mean, I might get a tattoo if it get me into like if it get me into like somewhere free. Maybe a get out of a speeding ticket like card.
Yeah, but what if you got to give up your N-word too?
Maybe I should.
Your N-word pass.
Maybe I should just go half sleeve American flag.
Why not?
Like right there, so when I get pulled over, as soon as they say, "How you doing, man?"
Yeah, get a
patriotic as a motherfucker.
AJ,
get a vicious eagle on it too.
What's the worst that's gonna happen to you? Nothing. It's not like black people
Getting pulled over by the police?
No, I'm saying if you get a tattoo.
Oh, nothing.
You know what I mean?
Nothing. Yeah.
Like if anything,
It just
black
might not be
people
visible.
aren't gonna think you're a own. They're just gonna think you served.
Or they're just
And you already look like an
they're
officer.
definitely gonna look. They're definitely gonna think military.
They're gonna think
They're gonna
before
hope
I'm a
military.
1776 nigga.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna just flip over 1776.
Yeah. Yeah.
They still don't think you're military.
Probably.
Yeah.
1776. I know you've entered into a different realm though.
Yeah, no, 70 is beyond
It's
military.
a mind state.
Yeah, you're a part
It's
of
a
the
mind
clan.
state.
You're a
It's
part
a
of the
mind
clan.
state.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not just a
And that's
patriot.
what-
It's a mindset.
He's really with that?
Yes.
He's crazy.
As are you.
Speaking of West Coast and Mexicans, let's go over to DoKnow and Trell. Had a heated debate on Figmunity World. And it was pretty much because DoKnow called their operation, their live show that they did in LA
Yeah.
for FMW Ghetto. Ghetto as shit. And essentially, DoKnow was insinuating you niggas don't know how to act.
That's really.
And that's why we're not as successful as we should have been, or you're not as far as you could have been.
DoKnow was saying that.
Essentially,
it makes perfect sense because DoKnow has been a part of corporate structure before.
Right.
He's had real radio jobs and shit. He's a comedian.
And the only reason we know who Tyga is because of Trell. So he's done it. He's done corporate too. Like Young Money, he was around during Rack City. He put all that shit. He's the reason the foundation of Tyga is him.
I wonder if Young
all the way up to Last Kings. Yeah. That's where Trell's from. He was his manager.
I mean,
City.
And he was his real, he wasn't one of these pseudo managers.
No.
He was yo.
The first person that gets called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like he's told you this before.
I think it's his God. I think he's a Godfather type shit.
Oh, shit.
To the kid. Yeah.
Well, I know he was the manager, but sometimes it's
he's not one of the managers.
You could just be around a nigga that's hot.
Right.
And
you know his email address.
And you know his thank you.
Yeah, you know his
No,
email address. And
he's not. He wasn't one of the managers. He was the manager.
He was the guy.
Yeah.
Yo, okay.
For 10 years.
And so basically, how did Trell react?
Well, Trell, he pressing him. So let's listen to this.
Right from the top.
Yeah, right from the top.
Rack City.
Right.
When I compare Brown Bag to motherfucking FMW, it was over guest list and the amount of people on stage. It was never about what the fuck we prepared for. When I compare the preparing of FMW to organize shit, I compared it to my comedy shows. And this is my shit as much as yours. So yeah, you don't cut my shit off because I'm much of an owner as you, Pun, and ADR.
But you no. Let me talk. 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 I let you talk, bitch. Let me talk.
They'll edit your shit right on out, nigga.
I let you talk, so let me talk.
Don't
I let you talk.
They'll edit your shit right on out, nigga.
Are you gonna let me talk or no?
Go ahead.
I'm an owner too, bitch. You just say my name.
Yeah, I hope so. Let me cover your shit out.
What you mean?
Let me cover your shit out. No, just certain people over there, just like our you fools, there's certain shit that just let them have their own thing right there. And that's okay.
Not one motherfucker run nothing over here though.
Right. I know, that's what I'm saying.
Run shit over
that's
here.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, ain't no mamas and daddies over here though.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
And we give you your respect.
Okay,
we give you your respect.
I give my respect though.
No,
I'm much of an owner.
I give you your respect.
I know, but how much of an owner is there?
Yeah,
that's
I give you your respect.
So that shit is out the window.
Yeah,
so let's not make it seem. Yeah, but let's not make it seem like motherfuckers is talking shit like y'all don't have power because they put in the work too. So I'll make it seem like this Brown Bag is
that's what you
No, I didn't.
I never compared.
I didn't compare it.
You did.
I made a similarity.
Don't make no similarity. Don't even do that.
You don't do that?
I don't make no similarities to that, what y'all got going over there. I don't never do that.
No, that's not what I said.
I would never do that.
I said when it comes to guest list, this is what the fuck needs to happen, and this is what we do over here. That's not talking shit.
That's talking shit to
How
me.
How is that talking
because
shit?
You didn't give me no input.
No.
You didn't give me no advice. And then you looking down on what we doing.
That's not looking down.
That's not
looking down. That's looking down?
That's to me.
You want to know what's looking down?
But so are you bigger than us now? We stupid. We ain't shit. You doing more shows than us. We don't know shit. Oh, and this venue ain't gonna never fuck with us no more. Oh, these venues, they're dropping the mic. They're never coming here again.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid. That shit, you wanna know why that wouldn't happen at Brown Bag? Cause motherfucker ain't on stage that don't gotta be on stage. So why the fuck is your homie's cousin dropping the mic on the floor? Man, you're the first motherfucker to be like some shit Ghetto, and these motherfuckers is nasty, and I ain't going.
And you right.
be the first one to say that.
And you right.
You be the first one to say that.
And you right.
So I say it one time, and you mad, bitch?
No, you said after that.
You mad, bitch?
No, you mad, bitch?
You know I'm not mad.
You know what you say after that? Hold on, don't say bitch, because you can't say that shit over there. That's Ghetto. Don't say that shit.
Yeah, bitch, you don't say it on the radio either.
No, don't say that shit. Don't say bitch.
Yeah, you don't say it on the radio either,
bitch. Don't curse. Don't do none of that shit. You can't do that shit over there.
Y'all know what's funny about all this shit?
So only DoKnow was upset.
We watched that 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was kind of insane.
Nah, it was action packed though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it went by pretty.
There were parts where you didn't even know what they was arguing about again, but then they said something and it brought you back.
Yeah,
reeled you back in. But
so basically,
DoKnow tripping.
Dino's mad at the professionalism of the business that he's a part of.
Yeah, that's really what it is. But I wonder if he did come off as like
looking down on him. I'm sure he did.
I'm sure he did.
I'm sure
Even
he
though
did.
his intention was to make everybody better and just to kind of.
Well, I don't think it was because he also didn't give him. T-Rose said you didn't offer any suggestions.
Yeah.
You just said, we would never do this at Brown Bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You just complained about
So
the
you
situation.
only had I'm looking down on you energy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, but that's the interesting part though, because he was like, they're all split owners in that business and FMW channel.
Yeah.
It's like 5 ways or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
shit.
it's crazy. But, what's I about to say? Yeah, he was like, you looking down on a business that you're a part of, that you run. But it just kind of showed, and then T-Rail kind of threw back in his face. Nigga, you're silenced over there.
Yeah.
They cut your shit out. You can't curse. You don't call people bitches. No, none of that shit. Like, you be a good boy like you be over there, then if that's how we want to play.
But don't bring that shit over here. That don't mean that we got to play by them rules because you kind of got caught by the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I think DoKnow might have been looking at this with a little prestige, just a little
So now they're trying to get at him because they're saying that this is more Mexican elitism or Mexican and black and brown hate.
Yeah.
You know, the black and brown thing is really a thing over there. It's not really a thing at all here. But
yeah, we be fucking each other over here.
Yeah, nah.
A whole lot of black and brown fucking.
For sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Thank you for informing
That's
us
right.
about
That's
everybody's
right.
sexual activities.
That's right.
You don't know what I mean. Yeah, boy. Well, I mean them Latinas.
So yeah, now there's old clips resurfacing of DoKnow like talking shit about black people.
Which
now they're trying to, they're framing that now.
Which makes sense. But honestly, I
feel
mean,
like that happens like once a year too, right?
Yeah,
I
probably.
feel like we've talked about that shit.
I mean, he's a comedian. It's like you gotta let it get off.
DoKnow hating black people?
Yeah, or just like some kind of compilation of him talking shit about niggas.
No, I don't think we've ever done that.
T-Rail.
At least I don't remember that shit.
This argument is pretty.
Did I put that compilation?
It's
in
pretty
there?
sad though.
You put another piece in there, yeah.
Because it's like, they both, DoKnow really just wants best for the business. He's just going about it in the wrong way.
In an aggressive manner.
And I guess the best option for him to do, like, I don't even know.
Well, I think also the funny thing
how
too.
well does how well does T-Rail take criticism? I don't know.
He might take it terribly, possibly. I don't know. But also, it's like, I think they're extremely hands-on. It's interesting splitting it 5 ways when everybody's not 4 or 5 ways when everybody's not putting in 4 to 5 ways of effort.
Yeah.
Like literally, like that's the weird part. So it's like, yeah, he's a full percentage owner, but he don't do shit halfway. You own it, and then you like get to your other job. You're part of your LLC. You're like, what is this ghetto shit?
What the fuck I signed up
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, your shit.
Yeah, your shit, literally. So, I mean, I think I guess it could lead to a stepping up conversation, but I think they also have the job responsibilities allocated out kind of already. Like T-Rail is clearly doing majority of the lion's share work, and Pun are clearly doing most of the behind the scenes.
Yeah, he's talking to the managers.
They're doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah,
they're doing the heavy lifting. Is what it definitely seems like.
It's tricky, man. Because is DoKnow what does DoKnow do?
Apparently, he does stand up comedy. I don't know though.
But in terms for the business,
for the business, but just in terms of everything, like when T-Rail was saying, "Okay, yeah, you doing all these shows, woody whoop whoop."
Well,
Like,
he was talking about comedy. He was talking about
Yeah, he was
stand-up.
talking about his stand up comedy.
He also I don't know if he's still doing radio, but he was a part of like one of those.
No, he quit.
He was a part of one of those radio stations in LA though.
So
he just got corporate infrastructure.
I'm just trying to figure out why. Like, why does T-Rail think he's coming from? I don't know. I'm curious to why T-Rail felt disrespect.
Because it seems like DoKnow's the only one complaining. Like literally, the people whose opinions really matter.
I would complain about that shit too, though. You got a bunch of niggas on stage that aren't even part of this shit.
And what was that?
That shows though. That's how they be going. That's how they are.
No, that's bad.
As long as you made money, the venue's
that's
happy.
Nope, that is not.
What does he mean, niggas?
That's what happens a lot.
And that's not good.
It's not bad all the time. Like I've seen it to where like a nigga had a lot of his homies on stage and it just worked.
Well, because
it just worked.
Was
it's
it like
hit or miss.
It's if it's a clear plan or it's literally just your 20 nigga entourage just was a stand up here.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do with the set. Fuck that.
Even some of like the more like the bigger headliner niggas will do that. They'll have just like 30 of their own niggas personally on stage, but it's acceptable because they're bigger names.
That is so lame.
Think so?
Yes.
I know. Sometimes you gotta have your niggas on stage.
If you putting, I mean, to me, if you're really putting together what you think is a good show, you need all the space you can get on the
And
stage.
this was a real show DoKnow was referencing, or was it?
Yeah,
like
this is their live show. Their FMW live show.
Well, that's a podcast. You were talking about
The
music,
rap show.
right?
I'm talking about like a live show. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about
Well,
live
that's
podcast.
that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, a podcast, you gotta have the niggas off stage.
You're right,
Get
right.
the fuck off stage.
You're right.
For sure.
But all they're doing is just a big ass party, yelling shit at the crowd yelling shit back. That's all their live podcasts are, pretty much. Yeah,
it's just a big ass party.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So is it bad that you might pass your homie the mic so he can say some stupid shit real quick?
What if he throws it on the ground and breaks it?
That's different. That's
Yeah.
dangerous. Yeah, that's dangerous.
And T-Row didn't really have a comeback for that. He was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
well, look,
You're fat.
look."
He did.
you know.
He said it was a bunch of rock shows that's going that venue. They throw mics in the crowd all the time. That was his
Right.
comeback.
Yeah.
Is that valid?
Mm-hmm.
Rock shows come through.
I
and
guess
they
it's-
tear shit
But
up
they
as
hit
well.
they hit people. The mic hits a person so it doesn't break.
It's got a softer. It's hitting a softer surface.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
let's
break
listen to
people,
this.
not equipment.
This is DoKnow talking bad about black people. Apparently, that's how they framed it.
Okay,
I love it.
This is
Like
cultural.
an older
irregular.
Mexican man won't let his daughter date a black man, but she could date a white man.
Because of the skin color. It's almost sad because they say para mejorar la raza.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
they be saying.
To better the race.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Fucked up, bro. They're fucked
So
up, bro.
So when my grandma moved to the city, and my grandpa moved to the city, and they met, my grandma automatically just seemed better because she was with this guy from Michoacan that was light skinned and white with green eyes, and she looked like Felipe, dark, short, and that she thought she was better, fool. Like, fool, I swear to God, for my grandma just passed, but she loved my nephew more than she loved my niece.
Because he was whiter skin?
I saw this and
that's terrible.
He wasn't taught. That's really Hispanic families.
That's
yeah.
That's standard culture.
That's
Yeah,
culture.
he just talking about shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard.
You're just using it now.
He's just
I
using
mean,
it
it's
now.
not right, but it is what it is.
He didn't even talk
There's
down
no
on
in between
anybody,
with
though.
them. They're either deep into that shit or they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They dark. It's one or the other.
I feel like that's the same with all races, but the grandparents always care. The grandparents are deep in.
Yeah.
It don't matter what the child thinks.
White is right.
Right, yeah, like
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it always is. Like, yeah, that's how it always is. Office hours.
Office hours. Haha. Here, turn to him. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Office hours. Partner, at the end of the show, we get to answer some of y'all questions. Hashtag office hours in the comment section below. We love answering y'all questions at the end of the episode. Y'all know what time it is, baby. Let's get right into it.
Oh, yeah.
You got any audio ones?
No.
Oh, okay.
AJ, you up? Started through this motherfucker.
Mac the Poet. Hashtag office hours. When is the J Nobles versus Olay big debate? I would love to see them debate any topic. Man, I'll debate the shit out of Olay. I'll debate the shit out of her.
Nah, we tried that
I'll
before.
put up a fight too. Because she thinks she would win, and that would be where she lose.
You know we can't do this.
Yeah.
We've been down this road before.
I know. I want to.
Yeah, that shit was sad. And the thing is, like, you wanna fight and you wanna win. That's the problem.
No.
You just said that just now.
No, I know winning. Well, first of all, debate is
Debate, somebody has to win.
somebody has to win. It's
Right.
not a conversation.
But
I
it's not
can't
a fight.
conversate
It's
with.
not a fight.
I don't think you can just conversate with Olay.
Converse.
Yeah, you can.
Converse. Sorry.
We do it all the time, honestly.
No, you can't just converse with her
Why?
because that's not what she's about. She's trying to win, and I want to win. But nah, it could be honestly anything. I'll fuck around and talk about kid TV shows. Which network is better? Fuck her up.
But shout
out to her
Mac.
later.
That's never happening, dog.
It's gonna happen.
Nah.
And we might. I have her number. Set it up. Just be tuned for LOI.
What's the debate? It's gotta
That's
be a
another
topic.
thing. It has to be a topic that works well for.
No, it would actually be amazing content if done correctly.
If
So,
done
like,
correct, we would
Anything but politics.
it has to be anything but
we
politics.
we choose.
But I'll fuck her up at that too. Fuck.
No,
Hey,
you won't.
Here you go.
That's the one.
Choose
then.
3 topics, right? You get 2 rounds each topic, 5 minutes to present your point.
But there's nothing in it for Olay.
3 minutes, not even 5.
Like,
How does an official debate
she
even
either
go?
defeats a dumb nigga or she loses to a dumb nigga.
I've never seen an. I've never seen an official debate. I don't even know how they're.
Yeah,
like,
you watch the presidential debate.
You watch Jubilee?
And I don't count Jubilee. I've seen the presidential
Jubilee's some real
debate.
debates.
Yeah.
But like debate club, like how did they? What's the score?
It's
you know
some
what I
real.
mean?
It'd be some real like.
Yeah, like I don't know how they because it'd be teams.
And I'm not about to. Yo, I'm interrupting. I'm doing all that. I'm fouling her. I'm.
That's the only way you could win. You can defeat her
She's
with
gonna
logic.
try to pull her tricks too. The debate begins with the affirmative team presenting their case, often including definitions of key terms and an outline of their arguments. The negative team then presents their case, refuting the affirmative's arguments and presenting their own reasons for opposing the resolution.
And each team has a set amount of time for their constructive speeches where they lay out their main arguments supporting evidence.
It seems very.
Who's keeping score?
Definitely
This is a
not you.
court case.
Cross-examination. After each constructive speech, there's a period of cross-examination where the opposing team can question the speaker. This allows for clarification, challenge, and deeper engagement with the arguments presented. Rebuttals.
Yep.
Go
Following
down,
constructive speeches, you get cross-examination, and cross-examination, you get rebuttal speeches.
and then you get your closing statements. And then how do they judge
Judging.
it? A judge or panel of judges evaluates the arguments, evidence, and overall presentation of each team. The judge then determines which team has successfully defended their position and declare a winner, often based on a set of criteria like clarity, persuasiveness, and evidence. So whoever just makes like, the sexiest case.
Oh,
The sexiest case essentially
Sexy?
gets it. Yeah.
Sexy nigga.
Say, with the whole figure.
Voluptuous too.
It's
Top to
literally
bottom.
like it's
Teeth,
literally
titties,
just
toes.
like court.
Shit.
Like
Yeah.
those lawyers. It's just people's like lives aren't at stake.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I can get
So,
sexy.
so round 1, you present your personal thing. Round 2, she presents her personal thing. Round 3, you debate a subject or something that is already presented to you both.
It has to be something really dumb.
Yeah.
But you can be intellectual with it,
Right.
which is a lot of things. We just have to think about it.
Right.
It's gonna
Y'all
come.
might not disagree on that many different things though.
We probably, but
I think the politics one is really like the
that's
biggest
the
point
thing.
of contention.
I wanna
but you
win.
don't have enough information
Tony.
to really
Yeah, she
go.
would never waste her time with that.
Yeah, it's like it would literally be stupid.
Tony, I would win. And even in politics, it's like, I mean, she knows a lot, but it's like, can't know everything. But that's true.
And I know the stuff you don't know.
Yeah, but
What do you know that she doesn't know, dog? That's stupid.
you never know. Michael Solis, hashtag office hours, and to answer you, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. Hashtag office hours, ads are everywhere. What? Nigga.
What? Now let him read it. He hasn't read nothing. Go ahead.
Aren't you the best reader?
Go ahead, Later.
Even Disney.
I read mad shit in that debate.
Hashtag office hours.
You're the reader,
ads,
bro.
Ads are everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, even Disney. I can't escape them. I'm watching a podcast on YouTube, ad before it starts. Then they roll into a sponsorship mid-show. I skip ahead with the 15-second button, and boom, another YouTube ad. Hate when that happens. I go to Facebook to see my friend's gender reveal. Can't even watch the balloon pop because there's an ad first. I post a video on YouTube, get a comment, think it's a real person. Nope. It's a bot trying to sell me something. At this point, is the internet just bots and ads?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. I think it has to be more bots than people.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that's just the only way this shit.
Oh, Boston.
There's not enough people
Well, because
to really make this shit keep going.
Boston have to wait 9 months.
Yeah, and it's one of the biggest secrets that's just hidden in plain sight. Like we kind of all acknowledge it, but we just accept it. It's like when you go to a random website, you just like, all right, let me accept all cookies. You don't really be thinking about what the fuck you're doing.
I be rejecting them shit sometimes.
I be doing that shit now too.
I also be going in and choosing. I be making sure that like if I can choose them.
Yeah,
they always got that
options.
essential one like locked in, but I be like, let me remove all them other shits.
As
Wait, what are you
not
talking
the
about?
track when you go when you accept cookies on a
Gay
website.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's becoming way more common. I still don't know what cookies are though.
It's
You
little
just
points of
accept it.
data that you're
It's
giving
just
up.
data,
essentially.
yeah.
It's data points that you're giving up to. It supposedly makes your experience on their platform better because they're
I'm not gonna lie,
catering it
for a
to
long
you.
time, I just said accept and kept pushing.
It's because you should
'Cause you're a
and
sheep.
accept it, nigga.
Because I don't give
No.
a fuck.
Wha-
'Cause
no.
it just goes away. That's all I know.
You can't stop somebody from selling your data.
It's gonna
impossible.
happen
You
anyway.
can
It's
make it
impossible.
Yeah.
You can make it harder?
You can make it hard.
How?
Rejecting all cookies.
Nigga, you have a phone. You deserve it.
Nah.
But are you really rejecting it?
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
you're
It gives you the
rejecting on
option.
that website, but then agreed to it in your terms of service on Apple.
Well, yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're like allowing more data breaches to your personal information because it remembers like login details, limit shit like that. Like it remembers that kind of shit. So when data breaches happen, your shit is more susceptible to being a part of it because now they have your information.
Yeah, and I don't think Apple sells data. You can Google that, but I think it's really these little second party motherfuckers.
How you know?
Something terms of service wise that we've signed up for. We're selling our data.
Nigga,
we definitely sold our soul, but it's to a certain degree.
If you play Temple Run, they sold your data.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Candy Crush, they sold your data.
Where? Exactly.
Everywhere.
Shut up.
They're selling your finger. They're selling your fingertip movements. Trust me.
My retina scans. Yeah.
But nah, man. You
Shout out
got
to all the niggas that accept all cookies, man. You know, some wild boys.
Hey, man.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man. You the cookie monster.
Whatever
right
one
now.
is bigger. Like if it makes me do 2 clicks in order to get the box to go away, if I click reject and the box doesn't go away because it's asking me another question, I'm accepting. I don't have to deal with this.
Yeah.
I need to get more. That's how I do it.
And that right there is why they're so fucking rich. Because they're counting on most humans to make that decision.
You still have to consume it. You still have to consume the product they're pushing.
Yeah.
You still have to buy something.
Yeah, but they still got your data.
Yeah,
you don't even got to buy
data and
nothing.
information matters.
They
but
got what they needed.
I don't know how much I care about it. I just like to feel like I'm removing myself as much as I can from the grid.
I guess I just don't believe
In
any of it
America.
either. I feel like even when I hit reject, they got it anyway.
You deserve it.
I just feel weird, like always opting into shit. I hate this. I hate the option.
Blindly
I just hate
opting in.
all the opt-ins everywhere. So
Yeah.
I choose to opt out where I can because I'm like, fuck
If
you.
you can.
I've been doing the same
That's
shit
just me.
long.
I just be like, man, fuck you. I don't stop.
Fuck that. Nah.
I'm here for one. Stop, nigga. Fuck you. Get off my page.
Ass app
That's
not to
literally how I
track.
feel about it. Like, yeah. So I'm like, no.
I do ask app
Yeah,
not
I
to
do
track
that every
all
time.
the time.
Oh, that.
Every fucking time.
You don't be getting those?
Wait, what?
Sometimes when you download a new app,
Yeah, it's always on the
especially if it's
phone
got
only.
like some kind of like a GPS feature or something
Yeah.
like that, it'll give you the option to ask it not to track you.
Oh,
No,
when
it's
you're
just
not
to track
using
your
it.
data.
Yeah, track your data and all that shit. Fuck that. Can't have this.
Track my data, yo.
Man.
Or track my high score. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, I'd rather you just take from me what you're gonna take anyway.
That's
don't
how I
wanna
feel.
hand it
Like
either.
when you're asking me to track on like the game, like a phone game, it's like nigga, my high score. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
it's like-
I don't know how much you're about to get
You're
out
tracking
of it.
my worst plays.
Unless
Your
you're
birth certificate.
tapping into something else.
Well, yeah, you're mixing information. You're giving people all the cross information that there is. They're triangulating shit.
They're just bringing
quote,
it all
unquote.
together.
Pretty
Yeah,
much
it's like
grabbing your
what's
ankles.
your date of birth? Okay, you throw it in. It's like, oh, that matches. It's the same nigga using his phone I thought it was.
Yeah.
What's your so and so? You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit is just going to everybody.
That's like that scam likely. Scam for sure. I can never remember what that dude's name
That
is.
shit is funny.
Trey Young. Is it Trey Young? The comedian, black dude with the glasses?
Ooh,
Trey something.
Trey Young.
I think it just do
Lou
Trey
Young?
scam for sure. Trey. I think it's Trey.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Him.
Yes.
That's a good guy.
What is it?
Trey
Rags.
Rags. Yeah.
Nigga, this shit is hilarious.
Hi, we was calling because somebody is using your social security number, and we need you to confirm that is yours. So can you please state it?
Wait, what? If you know that it's my social, then why do I have to say it?
Sir, we're just trying to make sure that is completely right. So can you please, say it?
Well, can't you guys just say it first? And then I can confirm?
Well, see, we can't do that because then, it might get it wrong and stuff like that. So just say the last digits, and that's
All right. My last digits is 911.
Hey, funny guy. You're such a funny guy. Hey, almost had you.
Almost.
Hey, almost. Oh, man. 658 Garden Lane. Jonathan Simmons, right? Like, don't laugh in my face like you won, bro. Like, I'm not these normal scam likelies, bro. I'm scammed for sure. Like,
Yo, who are you?
who am I, bro? I'm finna be you, bro. When I get your socials, that's it. That's checkmate, bro. Like, don't laugh. This not a game. Hi, let me call somebody using your...
So who am I?
I'm finna be you,
Figure out who you going to be after this.
Nah, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, that shit. Jonathan like, yeah, nigga, you laughing, nigga. I'm almost there.
Your grandma won't know who you are anymore.
Oh man,
she gonna get me all the
Get your
candies.
socials, checkmate. That should never. It's hilarious.
Checkmate, nigga.
That's fucking stupid.
what was that? Oh, just ads. Yeah, man, it's just an ad-filled world, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta accept that if you want, real art. That's the only way the niggas are selling shit.
Or pay to go past it.
Yeah, pay to go past it, and niggas would complain about that too.
Either way, they're getting your money through ads or through this.
I really didn't know that there was like a stream. I didn't know there was an ad version of Netflix until like a couple months ago.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah,
we just got it actually.
I was like,
you
what
just
the
got it?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Why?
Yeah,
because
that wasn't always the case.
We have it on other TVs and shit like through our family
But
accounts
you got
and shit like that.
What's the one without
but the one on my main TV just doesn't connect anymore, and it won't
you ran out of logins.
Yeah, so it's like I gotta fucking get one, and it's like we don't want to pay for this shit again. All of it.
So you might
especially when you have a full version in another room.
It's like it's just stupid.
How much is the one
Netflix with ads is crazy.
I think it's $7.99, right?
Yeah, $7.99.
What about the one without the ads?
It's like double digits, like 12, 14 maybe, something like that.
Yeah.
But don't they sell resolution now?
They do.
They've been
there's
selling
a
that.
4K level too.
Yeah.
So I think the basic no ad paid level is probably like 12 or 13, and then the 4K is 15. Gosh. It might be 20 now though, because I remember when
it's probably 20.
I think when I first got a 4K TV, it was $15. So I feel like
Netflix just for the no ads.
It was like an extra $5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Netflix subscription costs between $7.99 and $24.99.
Yeah.
The standard with ads is $7.99, and the standard no ads is $17.99.
Mm-hmm. 2 devices.
And the premium plan is $24.99, which is fucking insane.
On 4 devices simultaneously up to 4K and HDR.
I don't pay for this shit. I'm still using
extra cost for
my ex's Netflix.
Additional member. $6.99 per month with ads and $8.99 per month without ads.
See, that is savage.
Yeah, it's gangster.
Even I'm already in at $25 a month.
Yeah.
But when I pass 4 people
at the same time,
I still have to pick the level of if they get ads or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's
which
why
is crazy.
I always use illegal websites. Like I'll always scam.
Well, you gotta wait so
sure.
long.
No, you don't.
You gotta. Well,
if the
you
show
broke it down yourself. That it's like
only with movies.
It comes out bad at first. It's just with movies.
Yeah, nigga. But shows, it's like new Netflix show. I'm about to go watch this shit.
Do they still have the $1.50 theater anywhere?
Bullshit.
I wish they did.
Not that I know.
Inflation killed all
the best
that,
you could
Lord.
bet for is the $5 Tuesdays.
I would say they closed down Blue Ridge.
Inflation and ice killed all that shit.
Yeah, nah. But
That's it.
Hey man. Speaking of ads, please don't skip ours because we need every fucking cent we get from it. Every second, every cent, every wooden nickel, honestly, because we don't get much. But you can like the video and subscribe and share so we can get a little extra change for the ads. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot. Also, check out the $5 Patreon. Very important.
It's $5. You can't really beat that.
$5, you can't beat it. But I believe that is it. Oh yeah, Lauren, drop some new music on the way. Want to shout out some new music?
Not to be announced yet, but yeah, new shit on the way. I got some ideas cooking. And some things moving. So yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man. About the stream.
Where's my? Oh yeah, about the stream. Shout out. Wait, what?
We be streaming this shit.
Oh yeah, LOI the stream. I'm trying to look for my. Yeah. So
she's like, what is this nigga doing?
We've been streaming this shit.
You
shout
kind
out
of a needy.
Shout out LOI the channel, man. Y'all make sure y'all go look at that. We've been doing good. But yeah, man, like the video, share, subscribe. Y'all know what to do. Hashtag office hours in the comment section below. Next episode, we're gonna read your comments. We need more than 2.
Yep.
Do what y'all do best. Jay Noblez,
Eddie Murphy,
AJ the Menace.
Wyman on the board.
Yep.
Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Oh, we're out.